Yeah. Reinforcing bit. Get the hell out of here. And getting stuff ready to showcase. I will not be doing it that way. No, because that will take far too much time. What? Oh, so you can.
Mission begins in 60 seconds. Mission begins in 30 seconds.
Oh, my cat's going wild.
Mission begins in 20 seconds. Mission begins in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, we're live. The jam is over. actually... Whoops. There we go. Hey, you should be able to hear us now. In case you didn't hear what we said, the jam's over. Congratulations. You either did it, or almost did it, hopefully. We are getting ready to do a showcase, but we're still in the midst of getting everything downloaded, so bear with us there. 14-bit is going to be running a map test, so feel free to join that. That will not be on the IP listed in chat, so it is not that one. It is just the normal TF2Maps map testing server. You can find that in our Discord. Will MVM maps be showcased? Maybe. I'm still downloading everything to showcase. If it was in the list of stuff that I was given, then yes, it will be showcased. Bit, what do you have to say about the jam this year?
From the maps that I was playing yesterday, because I've been mostly focused on the mapping side of things, the maps I played yesterday, I'm very, very impressed by the sheer creativity, and like, there's some really cool stuff this year that people have been making. I'm impressed by a lot of it.
I haven't gotten a chance to play any of them yet, but I've seen a few really cool ones going through and finding ones to showcase.
Yes, how this will be getting showcased, is that it would take too long and be pretty weird to just do like a view of my browser as we go through the entries, so I am downloading a lot of images that will be presented as a slideshow. I'm not super happy with how we're presenting this, but it is the best option. We're presenting the images as a slideshow. I won't be able to say who made what, but you will be able to see a lot of it. The maps will be given a more proper showcase, not through the server. A lot of the 72-hour jam maps will be on the server, but I will be running around on them locally. And then the images will be presented as a slideshow in between maps loading. We do have a lot of images here and a few maps as well. Not sure how long this segment is going to take, but a little while. For some of the things that I'm going through. There were some pretty nice videos that I won't be able to showcase because I don't have a good means of showcasing them with everything else. Open up. I'm still opening images right now. I've got not many left, so we can get into this just momentarily.
And we will be starting up the testing of entries if you are interested in doing that very shortly.
So I'm actually just going to throw us over to BRB for a moment while I get this prepared. Oh, actually, the BRB screen isn't really going to work out because it's going to have all of the like segments listed for the day, which are not accurate anymore because we don't really have segments today.
So,
you can just hide that
oh.
element.
I could, yes. Okay, let's do that. Should be at least. Let's get the maps up. Okay, I think we're just about ready for the showcase. Let me firstly bring up our showing here, and I'll add in sorry, I'm kind of editing this on the fly. Where is it? Here it is. we go. Where is it? That is way... that is too big. Okay, transform. Gotta get this on here. To pick out all the images of different sizes. So,
Oh no.
yeah, this is gonna be a little... I don't have any thick way of presenting this here. Let me just get rid of this contractor.
Yeah, get rid of the contractor. Just use the
Yeah.
national background.
This should be alright. We won't have anything bigger than this.
Yes.
Put it behind us. There we go.
Cool. So
A little bit. That. There we go. That should be alright. And now I will start loading up the maps.
cool. I think.
We've got a surprising amount of variety in terms of the type of submissions. Like, obviously, we've gotten a lot of the expected cosmetics, war paints, maps, things like that.
Mhm.
But there are also some more out there ones. Like, one of the images in here should be of a... Oh, yeah, this one's really funny. The Spy Among Us
Would be
thing.
Among Us. That's very cute.
It's had a open.
Make a map, and then another, and then another, and then another.
That's basically the story of your life, isn't it? 14-bit being.
Oh yes.
This is the micro contest guy.
Yeah, I have something like 40 maps or something that I've
Yes.
Wow.
released and tested. I have
Um,
like 600 VMFs in my folder.
How many
I've
have you
still got-
finished? That's a real question.
A lot of those. One.
Right. The first map to showcase is Tug of War Iron Creek A2A.
Yes, I can talk a little bit about this. It is a new take on Tug of War. So Tug of War there's a single payload cart. Both teams can push it, and you're trying to get it to the enemy's base to win. But it's got a unique stalemate like prevention system going on. You can see the player destruction HUD there. There are areas like marks on the ground, so the hazard stripes on the ground when the cart is within like area A or B or C. The pushing the cart will generate points for your team. The further into the enemy base you are, the faster you get points. And so if you push it really close to the end but then get pushed all the way back to mid, you still keep that progress because you gained points for pushing. So even when time runs out, it's whoever pushed the most inside the enemy base wins.
That's a
Interesting.
pretty nice way of doing it.
It's sort of like tug
It's
of
pretty
war
clever.
almost, like inverse tug of war.
Yeah. It's similar to how Splatoon does it, except instead of distance, it's time pushing in the base. So if it gets stuck in the base for a long time, you'll still keep generating points. So you can win by getting it both to the end or filling the whole bar by holding it in the enemy base long enough.
That's a really cool idea. And does anything happen when one team wins? Like, does the cart do anything in particular?
No, I don't believe so.
There are definitely some opportunities there, depending on what you did. Like, obviously you could make it a bomb that just like blows up when one team wins.
Oh yeah,
or something,
okay.
but-
It just keeps depositing points.
Yes.
Yeah.
If it's if it is, it keeps depositing points as long as the enemy whose base it is doesn't touch it. So if
see.
you were to switch to blue team and touch the cart, it would stop generating points.
Okay.
The one thing I would maybe change about that is maybe you'd have to have a player like actively like standing next to it in order for the points to be like ticking up like that. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Because otherwise, I don't know. Like, I suppose there is a sort of risk reward thing. You could pull some interesting strategies as like a spy or something, right? You keep just nudging it when they're not paying attention.
Yeah, but since it is tug of war, ideally you want to be pushing it back towards the middle and towards the enemy base. So
Yeah,
when you're doing that, it's not generating points for the enemy.
yeah, that's true.
But
How
yeah,
dots
it was
recommends
interesting to play.
Begins in
the game
30
mode be controlled instead of tug of war payload control. Uh, which
Interesting.
Chaos
Yeah.
control.
and Beep says, I feel like if you're at the end, you should just win fast. Which I like the idea
Oh yeah,
of
if
it.
you
Like,
get it all the way to
picking
the
up.
end, it does immediately end.
Oh, I pushed it all the way to the end. It didn't.
3.
It didn't?
No.
Oh, interesting.
I'll do it again.
Thought it did before.
I do like the idea of it not immediately ending, and instead you just gain points rapidly. And the HUD that I'm using is, I think it's called Awesome HUD. I'm not sure. I had a few people asking about it on the first day. I forgot to double check. But it's a very good HUD. I am just showing some stuff off locally, Camel Pure, but yes, there is a map list. It's just maps that I've been given to showcase. So, yes, all the way at the end. I think it maybe because it's on blue, a blue space, it's not winning. It's not like counting it as the end of the track.
I do not know.
But I'm switching teams to make sure here.
Stand on the freaking point, you moron!
Oh, is this by Kicklears?
Yes, this is by Kigglers.
Nice job, Kicklears. Capture zone is disabled at the end. I think there's even a failsafe where it goes beyond where it's supposed to be stopped. It's teleported. After this map, we will be checking out Path Slurry.
Time has been added.
Sorry to all the authors, I'm just using the most recent version on the site, so if you updated it shortly before the end of the jam, I might not have the most recent version. Although, if I'm correct, 14-bit, there is no restriction on updating the map past the jam.
No, yeah, you're free to update your entries as much as you want past the deadline. You will only be we will only be looking at the ones before the deadline when looking at eligibility for bells. But you can freely continue working on these as much as you'd like.
And remember, even if you weren't able to submit an entry to the jam, you can still get the donation medal if you donate to the charity.
Yes, donations are still open for another couple days.
When specifically do they close? Do you remember? Or when's the deadline? I guess.
double-
I think.
Yeah.
Nations. I believe it's 2 weeks. Oh, well, for middles, it's 1 week.
1 week.
1
It
week.
is 1 week.
Hey.
Yes.
Email spy bot. That's quite interesting.
All in 2 MVM maps being showcased. If I have an MVM map that I have been sent, yes, then I will showcase it. I don't think I was sent a MVM map, however.
Yeah,
I-
apologies to anybody whose submissions don't show up on the stream. There are a lot of submissions,
Yes,
and
we
we're
only
kind of
have so
just
much
going
time.
through them by hand.
This year we got roughly. We have roughly around 580 submissions. Might be slightly more, slightly less. We will find out the full total once we do all the sorting, which will take us a couple weeks.
I always appreciate seeing fan art featuring workshop items I've worked on. It's always really cool. I have like a private Discord server with a channel where I just like put like random like screenshots or like fan art and stuff that I find that has stuff I made in it.
That's very cool.
Here's Koth Slurry. Also, another apologies. I don't know who made these. I don't have a credits
Hold on a
list
second.
up
I will
with
go
me.
into
Yeah.
the thing.
This is by Jade Turtle.
Let's waste them.
This is their first map.
Oh wow!
Really?
And in 72
Yes.
hours.
This is pretty
Yes.
elaborate for a first map. A lot
I
of the
played
first
the
maps
A1 version of it yesterday during testing, but ooh, it has a drill now.
The
That is
spinny
new.
thing. That's cool.
That is
Yeah.
new. There was just a pillar in the center. It was not a drill.
Oh,
Does the drill move when you capture the point? Does it start drilling down? I'm
That would be
curious.
neat. I wouldn't expect it to do so.
it doesn't look like it's set up to do that, but I'm sure you could do
No.
some fun stuff. You swap in a prop or something for that midpoint. It would look pretty cool.
Yeah, I could see this becoming pretty neat later on in development. I do like this layout.
I like the concept
Very
of
high passive.
a cough point where it deals damage to you, like right in the center, as sort of a hazard.
Mhm.
So like if you can't just stand lazily right on in the capture zone because
Mhm.
someone could just like air blast you into the drill or whatever. I'm surprised I haven't seen more maps that do that. Honestly, the only King of the Hill map I can think of the top of my head that does that would be like Train Saw Laser. The layout actually kind of does remind me slightly of Train Saw Laser for some reason. I don't know why.
Chainsaw Laser is just made to be a generic Koth layout.
Yeah, that's fair. I think it's a
But yeah,
combination
I
of the thing
enjoyed
on the
my
point
time.
and the, yeah.
I enjoyed my time playing on this. It's got a nice variety of routes. There's some fun, like, interplay between like the lower watery areas and the big high, like flanks along the sides. It works quite well.
Yeah, I have not played it, but I can already tell this is better than most Koth maps that I have played, which isn't saying a whole lot, but I do quite like this one, both in premise and execution here, but I will wait until I've given it a real playtest, final judgment. But I certainly wouldn't mind seeing this one finished.
Yes, it is a good base and a great first map.
60 seconds.
Up next we have CP Brisk, no version number though. So
Uh-oh. Brings me back
I wonder how
to
they're going to update that.
egg. One time we got a map submitted for testing which so normally, for those who aren't familiar, when you create a map for really any Source Engine game, you need to give it a unique name, so that way someone who tries to load it into the server, their game doesn't think that the map is like conflicting with the one that they already have, right? Like if they already have I think it uses like a checksum or something like that, to compare them. So if the one on the servers is giving it differs from the one the client has, then it just won't let you join. So the solution to that is to add a version string to the end of it, like A1 for Alpha 1, A2 for Alpha 2, B1, Beta 1, etc. So that way each tweak you make doesn't cause those conflicts. But this one went a step further, and it didn't even have a version prefix. It was literally just egg. Oh, it's apparently it's an MD5 hash. Nesman says, for those who are familiar with how that works.
This one's 5 CP.
Yes, this is by Nuzdot. This is Brisk by Nuzdot, I think. You said it was Brisk?
That'll be a wood spawn there, I assumed.
Yeah. This one I have not played.
Style.
Yeah, this is the only version they need.
The one and only. A very slim mid for 5 CP.
Yeah.
I do
Yeah,
like
I feel
this
like
one.
it could.
I wish I could train
Yeah. Oh, does it train? Does it move or anything?
No,
Or...
no, I just always like this being used as part of a layout.
Oh.
People don't do it
Oh,
enough.
yeah.
The train platform is always nice.
Trains and train adjacent things are just kind of cool scenery in general for some reason. Trains and train accessories.
It's also a pretty I don't think the right word here. Not normal. What's the term for that? Not
Atypical.
weird.
Unique?
Yeah, atypical.
Unusual?
Unusual, yeah. Bit of an unusual style second point here for 5 CP.
How so?
Well, usually they're outside and in like a big wide open space, but this one's a lot more claustrophobic here. Like you usually see them like on top of a hill or something.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. It would probably be.
And a lot more
Yeah.
typical final point.
Yeah, it does feel like the second to last point a little bit, doesn't it?
Reminds
Well,
me of
it is.
Vanguard a little bit.
It is.
Slightly.
That's because it is. That's because it is. Because I'm an idiot. I mean, like on a on like an attack defend map. Sorry.
Frost from Fire. One of the Gamers Outreach staff. Thank you. Yes, we've raised. I think it is 10,000 now. We've got the 9.3 thousand in cash, which is fantastic, and we've also got the item donations, which
Oh,
last
nice.
I checked was about 700. So we have hit the 10k mark.
Actually, speaking of which, it reminds me I haven't donated yet. I should do that now.
Micro Pizza
I
Lads.
also will have to do mine. I donated, or every year I donate for the number of crashes I had on stream while making my maps. And this year I crashed 3 times, so $30.
There you go.
Yes, we can afford 3 entire carts. Which doesn't sound like a lot, but they do get a lot of use. Expensive to fund. They're about, is it 3.5 each? Yes, about 3.5 thousand each.
Yeah, wow.
But they go on to help a lot of people. and last many years.
Very exciting.
The next map that I'm loading into is the one that you're excited for, MC PD Amalgamation.
Yeah, this one is one of the most insane maps I've ever seen. I
This
can
is
tell
from-
they put a lot of effort into it.
This map is by Jack Hunswald.
Micro Pizza Lads, there is a playtesting session, I think, currently underway, is it?
Yes.
What do you mean?
There is a playtesting session going on the TF2Maps US server. It is completely full and probably has a queue to get in, unfortunately.
Yes, maybe we can have someone else start up the EU server and do a test there as well. Need to see if anyone's available to do it. We have done that previous years.
Yes.
Let me hump the game. This is PD Amalgamation. We are on a train in the sky. No, I don't know what this is. We've got a nuclear plant, a train, a Japanese shrine, power-ups, Halloween spells.
Oh yeah, also,
medieval
here's the
town.
other thing. Walk over to the door between the train cars.
I need to get back to the train. Hold on. Oh, never mind. Okay, that's easy. Yeah? What about the door?
Go in. The
Oh.
doors work. They work.
They're functional.
Well, now
Which-
it's less functional. I'm stuck in the stairs.
We
Get
love
out
a
of
good
Uh-oh.
source engine jank.
there. Okay.
You might want to turn on cheats so you can no clip on this one. So you
Yeah,
can
already
fly
on that.
between islands. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, let's check out this nuclear reactor first. Oh, this
The
HUD
name
does
is
not
definitely
like wind
fitting.
power.
Amalgamation. So I think
Oh,
this is the capture zone, it looks like.
Yeah.
I have not played it in a test. I've only ran around it in
Is
single
the
player.
jump pad
But...
here? Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
it
I think-
is. Oh, that's too far.
Oh yeah, and they've got the little like death trap with the walls that are just steep in it. Wow, that holy. Oh, that was clutch right there.
Grapples secondary fire. We've got a spell shop here, it looks like.
Yeah, they put a
Like
lot
a
of
little
detail
voodoo
into this
hut,
little
yeah.
scene. It's covered in stuff. Is that a pretzel? I didn't notice that. There's a pretzel hanging from the ceiling.
A little medieval town. Gosh,
Everything
I
in
can't
this
imagine
map
what the
has
gameplay
been
would be.
made for and
Oh.
during the jam, with
Oh,
the
look at-
exception
hold on, there's
being the green crystal models, the bar neon sign, and the shaded lamps in the bar and the train. Everything else custom was made during 72 hour, specifically
Good
for this
lord. Oh yeah, look, that little hut there. It also has a pond with lily pads and stuff too.
Is there a kill trigger in front of the train? No.
Okay. All right,
Gotta
I'm
explore all
removing.
these little
I'm
houses.
removing some points from my score for that.
You're scoring these?
Yes, this one is getting far fewer points now that I know that the train doesn't kill you.
Alchemist
Mm.
shop. Green
Shame.
heat. Oh, I'm guessing
So
this
they
has
made
grapple
these
hooks.
bottles and everything. And that alchemist sign there is that custom too? That's
No,
not
that's
from like.
from Rottenberg.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, the jukebox plays music as well in here if you stand near it.
Oh yeah. One signs, and then we've got Foundry.
I almost
Just
just said
Foundry.
how long did I almost said how long did this take them, and then I'm like, well, less than 72 hours.
Oh yeah, okay. These jump heads are a little bit strong. Oh, and that's the only capture point too. Everyone's
Yeah, I
just
think
gonna
the
be running
idea
over
is,
here.
yeah, you gotta really fight for it.
Are there
I'm
multiple
at-
trains? Yes, there are. Okay.
I really want to try
Okay.
playing on this one.
Yeah, I also want to play on this one. If the playtest is still going after we finish up with all the showcases, I'm hoping we can get this one on.
Yeah, the
Yep.
playtesting will probably be going on for the next like 10 hours. So
And probably the next few weeks too. There's gonna be a lot of
Yes.
extra stragglers being resubmitted for testing.
yes,
As
so if you're
people,
interested in seeing stuff, even more than what we can show in the showcase, there will be plenty of time to join in.
Oh yeah, that soldier thing, by the way, that's an unusual effect. Little tiny soldiers raining down.
Oh, that's cute.
I'm now loading up CP Morrow. Do you know who made this one, CL?
Morrow?
By Dr. Squishy.
Oh,
This is from Dr. Squishy and Toothless. It is a collaboration.
excellent.
I believe Toothless did point A and Squishy did point B. So we will see in a minute.
Yeah, this was taking a little longer to load up than the others.
See you soon, friend.
In it.
Is that a reference to something?
Toothless
See,
did B.
is-
Toothless has corrected me, they did B.
Okay, here we are. CP Morrow.
My dust.
Some classic toothless squishy layout. Oh yes, already. Damn gameplay. Okay.
Mission begins in 60 seconds.
We had DIFCON talking yesterday. No, not yesterday, the day before. No,
I love a
not
good
even
damn.
that, the day before that. It was day one. Talking on day one about how dams were a very tricky kind of thing to fit a layout into. Wondering how you guys have done with this one.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
Although the dam is nothing but sod, really.
There's nothing quite like a dam to make you say, damn.
Damn.
Now,
Yeah.
now that's a dam.
Much
and
of
then-
this angled and curved geometry, from what I understand, is not done in an instance either. A lot of it was manually done.
Mission
Makes
begins
sense.
in 10 seconds.
I'd do it that way.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I mean, 45
But there
degrees isn't
There
too
are
bad.
some
but
instances.
anything that's not 45 degrees is a nightmare.
Cave. There's a lot of pickups.
Oh, where does this go? Is the second point inside this cave?
No, we already went past the first point.
I mean, the second point. Or is this?
No,
oh, is this?
there's only
blue-
2
oh,
points.
This is point
oh,
A.
this is blue spawn. Oh, okay.
Blue
Oh,
spawn
so
and
they
point
start
A.
in the cave. Interesting.
Yeah, so this is Squishy's half. Squishy did up to A.
Interesting.
And then 2+ did the whole damn
This one, I
section.
need to properly look around these maps for little Easter eggs. I know people like to put those in the 72-hour entries. Not sure if this one has any though. So that's first point.
Ooh.
Pretty cool. Then it's a very, very angled map. I don't know which bit of this is actually angled. I feel like this
So
is the
blue
straight bit.
spawn is on grid. Blue spawn is
Blue
on
spawn
grid.
is on grid.
Extrapolate out from
Oh,
that.
okay.
Okay.
Well, you can tell by the dev textures.
So
presumably.
Yeah. So
yeah, all
first
of
point is on
the entire
angle.
A point is at a 45-degree angle. All of B is curved.
Oh man.
Yeah, okay, that's like this is a curve on a 45 degree. Ugh. Then all of this stuff around the outside too. Yeah.
Oh wow. Yuck, as in this stuff is hard to make, not yuck curves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
no,
Yeah.
super impressive.
Yeah. I'm also interested in playing this one. But yeah, you're definitely right, 2+. This is a bit of brushwork soup. At least in this room. The rest is
I'm
okay.
impressed that they managed to do
Lot of
this
height
much in
changes.
so little time. It like how tedious it is to do angle geometry. There's like a surprising amount of it, like all over the place.
Man, what is this one? Oh, well, next one is Arena Vigrasa?
How do you spell that?
Regressar. So like regressa, but regress ah.
Huh.
Ah, this is by Disperse Goose. They say it is Spanish.
You spent half an hour during the jam just making a spiral staircase?
Probably faster than it would have taken me. I think I would have given up trying to do it with brushwork, and I would have just tried to make it a model instead.
We have a rather interesting one in the list here. Well, just called it's _ cactus _ warfare. Have you played
Oh,
that
yeah.
one yet, 14-bit?
I picked this one. I haven't played on it, but the screenshots
What was
look
it called?
interesting. It's Cactus Warfare. I think it said on the description that it's supposed to be like a Trollger, like dual map or something with exploding cactuses.
Ooh, I really like this one. This is a Halloween one as well. Okay, I'm gonna join a team for this. Just put down a bot so properly run around it.
Oh wow, this one is a lot more detailed than I thought it was. This looks really nice. Wow.
Yeah. I'm wondering if they managed to get any gimmick in as well. I doubt it. I would be very impressed.
All right, chat. So the inputs
In
are the
this-
same as before. So
Yeah.
W forward.
Are you doing the Twitch players
This one
thing
has this one has
Oh,
a
I know.
special mechanic. In this the description reads as in this Halloween arena map, players are given one last chance after dying to return to the land of the living.
Oh,
Okay, well, I'm
Sort
gonna
of like-
go kill this medic.
Dia de los Muertos kind of deal, perhaps. judging by the theming.
The return is skeletons.
I love the string lights everywhere. Those had a lot of.
Maybe you should die
characters.
so you can experience whatever it is instead of killing a
Wow.
bot.
Oh. You get teleported. It might require more bots.
Yeah, I think it might require more bots.
You do that. If bot kill, I'll kill dog. Goodbye. And I wonder where he goes.
So, did you block this out with actual textures from the start, or did you gray box it with dev textures and then go back over it?
Oh, never mind. Dog. Dog died a second time. Well, I died. Oh, I see.
Yeah, this was my suspicion.
Oh,
The bots don't
yeah.
know how to
I
do
don't
the
think-
underworld.
I don't think I can make this jump. No!
Uh-oh.
Let me try that.
This with heavy.
Oops. Let me try that one again.
This is a really nice looking underworld too for such a short amount of time to spend on it. Are those
Wanna see?
Very
particles
pretty, very
custom?
unique.
I don't think those are stock particles, are they? Or is it just like the fog texture, like the color is making it look different than, I don't know. I'll be looking forward to playing this one next, Scream Fortress.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Generally, can I make these jumps? Oh, really?
I love the like layers of sandstone sort of framing the edge of the map over there. That's pretty cool, I think.
Oh!
Ooh.
No! Okay, I assumed it's by getting to the end there, you do respawn. Spectate now. Having a look around. Got this main building here, which I expect houses the control point. Yes. Very cool.
Oh, sweet! I love that. The doors actually swing open. That's really cool.
And then,
Instead of it just turning on, you physically can't access it yet.
I don't know where the ghosts would return back through.
Through there, probably.
This feels out of bounds. Too far away.
Is it the little... There's a little thing with the door next to the spawns, it seems?
Oh, yeah, the graveyard. That makes sense. You'd be in here and you get pushed out. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is just a good little arena map. Haven't played it, but layout seems solid. The mechanic is good. Yeah.
Looks like, yeah, you've got. I love how like spread out it is without being just like flat either. It's got it's really nicely divided up into like different areas, so you're not like funneled into any one spot. You can kind of loop through the whole thing all over the place. That's cool. I will very much want to play that one.
I say I want to play all of these after the showcase, but I'm probably actually just going to get it back to bed.
Back
Yeah,
to
it's what time for you
What time is it?
currently?
5:51 a.m.
Oof. I mean, I've been up all night too, but
I was
I'm
planning on
just
going into work
really
today, but I think I deserve a sleep.
I think you deserve a break.
tired.
I feel guilty now because I did sleep last night.
You definitely seem exhausted.
Be waking up at 4 a.m. every day for the last 4 days.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Oh, all the bots are still in, right. Let me go into game. We're now on what's it called? CP Warps A3. Oh. Another 5 CP. Of all modes, I definitely would not do a 5 CP for the 72 hour. That seems like too much work. But of all the maps that we're looking at, already got 2 of them. This one actually seems like a pretty thought out layout. This seems like
Yeah,
something a lot
it
further
seems like
along.
they decide, like, for example, that little like angled roof thing there, the like shed looking thing. It seems like that was designed so you could put a sentry gun behind it. I could be wrong, but or I guess you could just use it as cover in general. But I could definitely see engineers using that to their advantage.
Yeah,
Um,
here's that second point design I was thinking of earlier. It's always just like the highest bit of the area. Always.
yeah.
This map is by Shark, and it's their first 5CP map, and it was designed with 6s in mind.
That makes sense.
Ah.
I like the little just bits that you've put in places. That one feels specifically for scouts as well, with the
Yeah,
particular jump height.
or spies too.
Now,
Since it's a
Spice
little
can't make this. That
no,
requires a
I
double
mean,
jump.
oh, I meant just the little like trench in general. I
Oh,
also
good.
appreciate
Yeah.
that you can like get out of it relatively easily. That's the one thing that always annoys me on Swiftwater is that stupid trench that you fall into, and you have to walk all the way to the other end in order to leave.
Yeah.
Good. Oh, just down back into here. Oh, here's the wharf that was mentioned. I've
What
not
is a
seen this
war?
boat model before.
I recognize it, but I can't remember where it's from. It's custom. It's not a stock.
Wait a minute, that's one they used it on Shark Bay, didn't they?
Oh yeah,
That boat?
Shark Bay assets by Zeus. It says that's the Shark Bay boat. I
Oh,
think.
The little,
I mean
like a
it's
little one, not the big one.
yeah. This would be a one out in the detail space, I presume.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And the
think it was
midpoint,
actually
the low ground.
from Half-Life 2, if I recall correctly, and like modified or something. I think they said. Could be
That
wrong.
makes sense.
I,
It looks like it might have been like a Lost Coast asset or something.
yeah, I think I remember him saying it was a modified Half-Life asset. But the textures are all fully custom so that they're TF2 styled because
Yeah.
the
The
Half-Life
mid,
textures would not have worked.
Yeah.
the
It's a
mid is
great
the
trick. If you ever need a prop that already exists in Half-Life, you can just retexture it. Valve did it a bunch for the release maps.
I bet, yeah. Well,
this
why wouldn't you? I mean, no need to reinvent the wheel. And when you're essentially just making a very elaborate game, like mod for that game anyway, you know.
Hmm.
this mid is the only bit of this which feels really different to normal 5 CP. This is not what I would be expecting, given the rest of it. Not saying it's low quality, but this is very much so like, oh yeah, this is a 5 CP second point, and this mid is not like the typical you'd expect. I would be expecting a point up here. It's always nice to see some low ground point gameplay.
Yeah, it reminds me of Reckoner.
Rickener has its. Oh, yeah, that's right. Rickener does have its one on the low ground, doesn't it?
Yes. It started on the low ground. Through development, it moved to the high ground, and then it moved back to the low ground.
Yeah. Oh. I think one of the bots can see me.
It looks like a second simultaneous map test has been started on the EU server. So
Excellent.
if you're
They heard
interested
what I
in
was saying.
playing some of these maps,
Ooh.
Yeah.
there are
Is that the
more
spiral
slots
staircase
available.
that took forever to make? That you just passed?
No, Dupla said that she was making a spiral staircase that took 30 minutes. I think this one would have been much easier. It lines up exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Back to the showcase scene. And loading up the next map, which is It's Cactus Warfare.
Cactus Warfare.
Oh, hang on, it's LTS Cactus Warfare, not It's.
LTS? I can't remember what that stands for, but it's some kind of, like, market garden Trollger dual map
Oh boy.
from what the description said.
Right.
So it should be interesting.
Let me join this soldier then. Oh, the bots can see each other. They're shooting.
I love these super zany, over-the-top Halloween items like the spider.
Ultra man, huh? Okay.
Apparently it works with other classes still, to some extent.
I mean,
Oh, this is like the Alamo or something, almost.
yeah,
Oh.
this would work with other classes. I'm not sure if it's intended for it though.
Sniper would do well, I suspect.
Yes. I'm wondering what LTS actually stands for.
Also, yeah, apparently the cactuses explode.
The cactuses explode. Oh, no, they just kill you.
Yeah, this is by CF-TF2 is their username.
Hold on, maybe if you hit one, it explodes or something?
I said 1v1 Trollger map with exploding cacti.
Okay.
You might have to
Oh,
shoot them
1v1.
or hit them or something.
I assume this hasn't been tested then, due to how difficult it is to do 1v1 in a testing environment. I'm not seeing these explode. Let me try and...
Maybe you have like a
This guy
shotgun
shoot
or
me.
something?
Wait. Yeah, try and get them to shoot me here.
Oh, that one has a gun
Oh!
on the left there. And
Okay,
a cowboy
that's been
hat.
that's been hit by a rocket, but
So where does the exploding come in? What about a shotgun? Do you have one?
no, I don't. I got man treads.
Maybe try switching to one and see if bullets do it in the shotgun. Or maybe they have to like.
I'll just get a scout.
Oh,
The images on the download show large explosions, so...
yeah. So somehow they explode. Maybe it happens after somebody wins or something.
Maybe? I wonder what the triggers here are.
Hmm.
Do I have
That
this still
medic
down
bot was
to... Yes. Okay.
very indecisive. Huh. Okay, so
Yeah, thanks, Doc.
maybe only some of them explode?
I was wondering if it was triggered on death or something.
And then... Huh.
Yeah, I'm not sure here.
Huh. Or maybe they accidentally broke it before they uploaded it? What
Perhaps
if
they
you
lied to
market
us.
gardened the cactus, like you hit it with the market gardener when you fell on it?
I can try.
I think I think I know how this is gonna go, but
I'm just gonna
that cactus is a spy.
die. Well, I can,
That's me. That's me trying to hit a single market gardener shot on a stationary player who doesn't even
Okay.
know I'm there.
I don't think the cactuses explode.
Huh. Maybe they wait. What do ent fire in the console? Maybe there's like a trigger for it that activates all of them.
Fire, boom. Tick. Stars. Okay, so that's a particle. Nothing
Huh.
is happening.
Huh.
Boom 2.
Maybe. Wait
Start
a minute.
touch.
Maybe the particles didn't get packed correctly or something, and they're just invisible.
Okay, boom 3 was a sound, and I played the sound, and nothing happened. So I'm not sure this has been set up correctly.
They might.
Or
It might have
be
worked when they
user
tested
error,
it,
too.
and then they like turned off a viz group when they compiled it or something.
It might only be expecting one player on each team.
Yeah, that could
Or
mess with
something.
it too, I suppose. Yeah,
Well,
it's a puzzle map. It's the escape room. Find
I'm
a
sorry
scorpion.
to the creator,
Watching your clue.
but we don't have time to solve the escape room. I would like to play this on an actual 1v1 culture, but not right now. Next map is on Plunder. On the EU server, they are currently playing DM Crossfire. And the US server, they are playing Bark Trail. What is Bark Trail? What is it?
No, we are playing Roulette.
Oh, okay. I've been
Roulette
lied
Day
to.
3, which is a King of the Hill map.
Huh.
I do not know why it's called Roulette.
Is
Well,
there any gambling?
let's find out.
No, it's just a King of the Hill map.
Huh, okay. Choice
Pretty
of name.
decent one.
Maybe there's like a 1 out of 6 chance that you die when you kept the point.
Are you bidding on red or bidding on blue? Okay, here it is. Oh, it's Egyptian themed.
Yes.
Ooh.
So this is
Oh,
Oh,
and
I
it has an F
Wonder.
mesh.
Oh yeah, I picked this
by
one.
Luther. Yes. It's got some neat angles going on, it looks like.
Wait, what was the scam mode? On.
It is called Conquest, which is also known as Domination in every game except for Team Fortress 2. So this is like how domination works in Team Fortress 2 Classic, where the more points you own, the faster you gain score. And you're trying to reach a score limit.
Let's see if the bots work for this. They do not. Okay, I'm gonna force class engineer. Listers sit up? No. Oh, sniper. That's probably better, and then we don't have a ton of sentries everywhere.
Oh wait,
The control point is being captured.
Oh no, it's just like casual mode.
I have made a mistake when talking about roulette. It seems the control point moves
Oh?
between different control points every round, except I didn't notice because I was too focused on helping with the showcase stream to notice that the A next to the point had turned into a C, and the one I was standing on was no longer capping.
Huh.
Oh. Well, I think they've kept that point.
Oh, HDR. My, gotta use the anti-blindness thing. Oh my. It is just like casual mode.
Well, this one's interesting. I would like to play it with real players and not just sniper bots.
Yeah. The
But this is
numbers
a
and
good
stuff?
HUD for domination. Or yeah, it's basically just domination. And it was made by Bishnam, who's in the chat. Or unless that's the maker of the one you're playing.
Of
would be
roulette.
best.
Oh yeah, we're talking about a different.
I was
map,
talking
roulette.
about a different map that's being not shown on the stream currently. I'm talking about a Koth map called Roulette.
Okay, yeah, that's Hick. Oh,
Ah, cool. Yes. Yeah, in Roulette, it seems it's a different point each round.
well. Let me head into spectator so I can actually show this off a little bit better without having to worry about being sniped. I mean, yeah, oh, it's not quite symmetrical. No, it's not. Well, it's not symmetrical at all, in fact. It's completely
No,
asymmetrical.
it's got lots of cool angles.
Yeah, nice. And I'm guessing the spawns, yes, the spawns just get switched around depending on who owns what points. Cool. Yeah, this is good.
This is really nice. A very well executed Egypt theme as well.
Yeah, classic Egypt theme too, which is difficult to. Oh well, the geometry is simple, but pulling
Yeah,
off
the
the
one-
theme is difficult.
The one critique I have is that it's a little bit too dark inside the dark rooms. It can be kind of hard to see the team colors, but other than that,
Yeah, this point's a
can't
bit
really
dark.
complain. Yeah,
Yes, yeah.
I'm not sure how that plant would grow in there.
This too. Yeah,
That-
otherwise,
All those
good.
snipers in a big cluster is horrifying. I'm getting Vietnam flashbacks.
What's up next? Close my folder. Another arena. How many do I have to go through, actually? Oh, not that much more, actually. Your one is coming up 14-bit.
Ah, the version that was submitted right before the deadline, or
It was A1.
early one? You should download A2 if possible.
How long before the deadline was that submitted? Like just
About,
minutes?
about 10 minutes before?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
What time
I
did
might
it
go
end
download that
actually?
then.
Actually, I'll
It
go
ended
through it
an
and
hour
find some
ago,
more
10
maps
minutes.
that I. Okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't know what the exact time
Oh,
was.
wait. When did I say the Scream Fortress showcase was gonna start? Is that in like 20
Uh,
minutes?
it's in like 20 minutes. Yeah.
Oh boy, okay, I gotta hurry through the rest of these maps. Sorry everyone who like wanted their
I
stuff
mean, we could
showcased for a little
always.
longer, but
Yeah, I mean, we could always delay the Scream Fortress thing a little bit too, because it's
a little bit maybe, but not for oh no. Uh
Oh no, what?
I just loaded into this one and it's got a lot of errors. That's
Oh.
unfortunate.
Oh no.
What's
Got a
a
pretty cool looking MVM map
oh
that you.
slightly tilted spectator camera.
Oh dear.
So that's a spawn here, and where's the other spawn? This is the whole thing. Is this meant to be a 1v1?
I think this might be a detail entry.
It was arena.
Interesting.
So it's an asymmetrical arena map just here. It's like one of those CSGO warm-up arenas.
That's neat. And what was this called?
That's called um, Shadow.
Oh yeah. Yes, Japanese tea ceremony. I actually know a little bit about this because I was an exchange student in Japan for a while, and my host mother was actually like a practitioner of traditional Japanese tea ceremony. So they actually had yeah. So the missing models are a little bit unfortunate. We could maybe show the screenshots on the thing though, because it is a very pretty looking map when it has all the models. But this little hut here is basically a tradition. Like basically, it's a building dedicated specifically for having guests and doing tea ceremony with your guests as a sort of like a way to show like respect for them essentially.
Yeah.
So my host family had a little building like this built in sort of the alleyway near their house, or a little like it was like a little walled garden essentially, not really an alleyway. Um,
Very
yeah,
cool. Yeah.
I always love to see the Japanese theme. Yeah, a little bit unfortunate about the missing
Yeah.
models, but
This
it still
is
looks pretty. It still looks pretty good even without them.
yeah, this is by the Pike Spy. And they said after 10 years of playing TF2, this is their first map. It is a love letter to the game and the Japanese content pack, or
Wow,
Japan content pack, and it is a 1v1 arena map.
Yeah, I thought
really?
so.
Oh, it's playable. Oh man, I didn't even notice that.
I think yeah, definitely taking cues from the CS:GO stuff. I assume. Okay,
That
we'll move
guy's
on.
really eyeing up that rock.
Yeah, move on to CP Overlord.
Ah, I remember this one.
The ones that we have left, aside from Overlord, is Push for Broglio. Not sure how to pronounce that one. Twin Lights, 14-bit, High Wire, and Raccoon Sanctuary.
We're gonna have to go fast.
Yeah, got a few. Is this the generator defense one?
Overlord? No.
Yes. Oh,
Overlord is 3 CP.
I saw some stuff on. Oh, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, the Oh, what was the name of the generator defense?
Push. You'll
Oh,
see it.
okay. That will be
Or,
right
well,
after
that's
this.
object destruction. There might have also been a generator destruction one. There's a couple of that style of thing done this year.
Ah, this one also has. Oh, this is 3 CP, so I could just do
Yes.
and just do any class.
Ah, it looks like it has an nav mesh, yeah.
Love to see it.
So this one's a pretty neat little 3 CP. There's there's some cool little shortcuts around. There's some nice.
Whoa.
Yeah, the outside area is pretty quick, pretty cool. That is new. That was just water last time I played this.
Oh.
But yeah, it's got a really kind of neat final with this kind of like little hump you go over. And then the central control point is like off to the side, so there's like a mid, and then the actual point is next to mid.
Flickering. Oh, this is a cool set piece.
3, 2, 1. The point is now available for capture.
Oh, it's a
flickering is
broken
fun.
bridge. Yeah, this is
That's-
new.
That's cool. I
haven't
like
seen
that.
this detail. Ah, that's why it's called overload. The bridge was overloaded and collapsed.
That's a fun concept.
Yeah, that's a neat idea.
That would be a cool idea for an objective, actually. Like, maybe a payload map where you push a really heavy cart onto a bridge and collapse it.
I want to see if that water at the goop at mid damages you. I assume it does.
Yeah, it did when it was water. I wonder if it damages you even faster when it's slime.
Oh no, you just step in it and it damages you once.
Ah, interesting.
It's a good way of doing it, I think.
Mm-hmm.
The control point is being captured.
Then you can just become Lord of the Goop.
Lord of the goop.
I may actually be wrong with that 'cause I'm saying that long.
But pushing into final on this map was pretty fun. There's some neat fights for final that happened during testing.
I should have tested those cough maps earlier with bots. I didn't know if they had a nav match or not.
Castle Noculus. Was that your geometry, Zide?
That was Zide Sentry. It's a very good player destruction map.
I haven't seen that one.
It takes place over there's like a giant cauldron brewing a potion, and you're collecting potions to put in the cauldron. And every once in a while, Monoculus will come out of it, and if you kill him, they drop a bunch of potions that you can pick
Oh,
up
that's
as the
fun.
player destruction things. Yeah,
I like that.
it's very cool. So both teams are
Yeah.
like trying to kill the boss to get all the points it drops.
Yeah, again, apologies to anyone if we missed a really cool entry. It's only like 2 or 3 of us going through the entire list, and there are a lot of entries.
Yeah, we just can't get through everything.
Yeah.
Well, this map is
Also,
neat.
if you,
Seems to play well.
yeah. Ooh,
Yeah.
I found another really fun one.
Whoops.
Probably don't have time
That's
to
not
get
what I
some
meant to
music.
do.
We could probably do like a lightning round and show some screenshots of the maps we didn't have time to get to. At least some of them, anyway.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I'll put them in the channel just in case. There's some really pretty ones I found. There's another desert themed one.
Let me load up OD push. Apparently there are 80 maps on the bar right now.
What?
There are.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
We're working through them as fast as we can, but we're also having fun, so it will take a long time. The testing server, the US testing server, is currently on Doohickey, which is a map with it's like a sort of a twist on Koth, where you can hold the center point in order to count your clock down, or you can try to capture the enemy's base, so there's 3 control points, to win instantly. And the entirety of mid is on a moving thing that every 90 seconds the point closes and it rotates 90 degrees to become a different layout.
Huh.
I wonder if this will work with bots. Doesn't seem to. Okay. Oh, they've actually fully modeled these generators now. Show this off here. Oh.
Ah, yes. So
Oh.
this is
Oh wow, that's cool.
by Funicular,
Very, very...
and it is
Yeah.
a very simple layout because it is a pretty close to 1-1 recreation of the map Push from Team Fortress Classic, the original Invade CTF map.
Oh wow. Well, I'd say you've
Which
done
was
a funicular job.
Yeah, it's changed game modes for this remake. Because in the original Push, there's a ball that spawns in the middle, and you pick it up and have to run it to the goal zone. But it acts like a flag. It's just a reskinned flag. But here they've remastered it into being object destruction. So you must destroy the enemy's main computer terminal.
Oh, the bots do shoot it. They recognize it as an enemy.
Really?
I'm assuming
not
it's
expecting
using
it's
like
bleeding.
Big Boss or whatever. It's the same
Oh, that's
entity that
funny.
the tank is based off of from MVM.
Oh, who filled the generator with blood?
How it works. Okay, cool.
Oof.
Yeah, we played it last night during testing, an earlier version, and it was pretty fun.
Yeah, I have to wonder how this played when it was just invade CTF. Pick up the flag at mid and you just run into the enemy base, and that's basically just scoring it right there. Ugh.
Kind of.
There's children in it doing the computations.
Team Fortress Classic was a simpler time,
Yes. We did play that
and
in
the players were smaller, so maps felt bigger.
we did play Team Fortress Classic in the jam last
Team
year.
Fortress 2, yeah, last year.
And it was a fun segment, but I didn't like the game very much. I definitely prefer the sequel. Yeah, this is nicely detailed. Did they actually recreate the map from scratch, or did they take the file
I do
from
not know.
Fortress Classic?
I
and then
do not
convert it?
know. It doesn't say. It doesn't say, and it doesn't reference the fact that it's a remake of Push on the download, but it is very clearly that is Push.
Some of
From
the
TFC.
stuff kind of feels like it could have been a conversion, but also the conversions are usually really broken.
Yeah.
And you need to replace a lot of stuff anyway.
I recently was experimenting with porting Avanti, and it's a nightmare working with anything from TFC.
Yes.
in Modern Hammer.
Because we move on from that one. And I will load up CP Broglio. Then it's just 4 more.
Why do I have
Nice.
6 mentions in the server? Oh, it's because all the map tests.
Yeah. My second ever map was a Team Fortress Classic version, and I ended up abandoning the project because it was too difficult to work with. Oh, this one loaded really fast. I am sucking my eye and I can't see. Okay.
Oh no.
Broglio. Oh, I've seen screenshots of this one.
Yes,
Specifically,
this is by Skrilly. It is, I believe, attack defense.
yep, it is. Um,
I am assuming based on the name that is set in Italy.
oh, HDR moment. I like these buildings. Yeah, good detailing for 72 hours. Oh my.
Begins in 30 seconds.
Yeah, they
Wow.
said it's unoptimized but playable. So it was visuals and gameplay were the focus.
Yeah, every time I go
These-
inside one of the buildings, the outside just gets blown out.
Begins in 10
Is the flagstone texture custom?
5,
I
4,
I feel like it. I haven't seen this
1.
texture before. It's a good one though.
Kind of makes me think of.
Oh, and a cool
Oh,
final
it's
point design.
Switzerland, Skrilly says.
It feels like I've just stumbled across a dungeon in Minecraft.
Skrilly says, yes, the texture is custom, they made it, and there is an updated version that has mountains in the 3D skybox, but
Ooh.
Ooh.
you must have grabbed this before that one was uploaded.
It was.
Apparently.
This was just a mere minutes away from the deadline. A lot of people were leaving their stuff for the last minute. So this seems good.
Whoa, wait,
Detailing
go back.
aside, back where? Remember this. This is on like a 5-second delay at least.
I think true. I think there was a door prop that you clipped through.
Yeah, it's non-solid.
Taking some points off.
What? I'm adding points for that, man. I hate those door models. You get stuck on them so easily. I like this. This is a pretty solid point design on both points.
Yeah,
They're
I
cool
want
out.
to play that. I like the use of the building with the roof next to the point.
Yeah,
That's a neat gameplay idea. I've always liked that kind of thing.
all of them. Very at a altitude second point.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is neat. The final point. This cool thing. Reaching it is a bit of a pain for attackers, but got definite advantage here. Cool. I feel like I should be showing this one off more. and I would be playing it a bit more if there was the nav mesh, but there isn't. I don't have the time to generate it. But if you want to play this one, open the servers.
Yeah. Speaking of stuff that has been showcased, the next map on the US server will be Slurry.
Ooh.
Do you remember that one? Which was shown off earlier. What do you got next for us, Asuna?
The next one coming up is City of Twin Lights. Which I don't know what this one is. I'm gonna find out though, and you'll find out with me. I'm blind. Is there a nav match? No. Okay.
This is by Dr. Doomtrain 64,
Oh.
and it is their first Invade CTF map based on
Yo.
the Twin Lights lighthouses from their home state.
Oh.
Yes. Very open midpoint. Has this one been played, 14-bit? Have you done this one?
I have not played this one now.
It is very small,
I like
too.
the vibes. I like the raininess. I love a good rainy map. It's not enough of them.
Okay, is this using my prefab? No. I actually did the logic for this one from scratch.
Is anybody even paying attention to me?
Ooh, that was lightning. That's cool.
Oh, was it? I didn't
Wasting money and
notice.
secret crap,
I
don't
heard
Yeah, there was a
I
flash
heard
of
it.
lightning.
Oh,
Unless
Was-
I'm going crazy and there wasn't actually lightning.
was there lightning just then? I couldn't tell. Oh, yes, there is. Okay, that is cool. Yes, it is, Crash. I'm sorry. We've had to delay a little bit because we're still in the middle of the showcase for the jam stuff. We're trying to get through it quickly. But I don't want to disrespect any of the creations that people have made so far.
Yeah, it's ours now.
Yeah.
It was a pretty simple Invade CTF. Very small, smaller than I would have imagined for an Invade CTF. But that lightning thing is a pretty neat mechanic.
Very cool.
Well, it depends how close the lightning is, Sindek. Maybe it can actually be in the map. Because someone gets hit by it.
Oh no.
The Australium is conductive, so watch out.
Okay, and showing. I'll load up the next one, which is yours, 14-bit.
Ah. Yes.
It will be A1. Sorry.
Tragic. You don't get to see the beautiful geodome.
So you did a moon base, and it
Yes.
is
So this
TC Dom.
one. Yes. So territorial domination. So the mode was voted on, and the theme was voted on by the community, and I've made this entirely on stream, on the secondary stream. It is territorial domination. If you've never heard of the mode, there are 3 control points. If you own all 3 of them, you win. At the beginning of every round, you're randomly assigned one, the other team's randomly assigned the other, and the third one is neutral. You spawn next to whatever points you currently own. So the spawns are constantly moving and shifting throughout gameplay, and it
Oh.
does have a nav mesh, and bots do know how to play this.
Excellent.
So once the setup time, once the waiting for players is done, it will tell you what point to go for, and you'll get to explore and play.
That freaking
So you are running the earlier version. The final version does have a little bit more to it. It's got the outside areas at A and C are like enclosed in like there's like a geodesic dome like holding in the atmosphere, and then there's like a between B and C, this hallway you're gonna go through, or well died near. There's a death pit outside, and there's like a force field, and you can like see out into like space, and there's low gravity if you jump out of it. But it's also a death pit, so it's not terribly useful. But yeah, I had lots of fun doing a space theme. I had never done it before, and it was fun doing all sorts of like brushwork to like suggest the ideas of like spacey things.
So tough now, are you? Medic!
We have captured the control point.
Gotta be quiet. I'm like focusing on gaming.
No worries, yeah.
I forgot you had that mod for the spy explosion.
Oh yeah, that's spy
I
good.
guess.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting I have it too. It just seems normal to me.
Yeah. One of the interesting design challenges about territorial domination is because any point can be owned by any team, because it's like randomly chosen and they always keep moving, is you have to find a way to color code them and like make them visually distinct that isn't just team colors. And so what I opted to do for this one is each point has a color and a number of lines. So point B you could see, or well, you're now at point A. So A is like a maroon color, and it's everything is like there are 2 lines of that color everywhere. And then point C is 1 line of green, and point B is there is 3 lines of yellow, so that you can always tell what sort of area you're in.
Control point is being captured. We have lost
Yeah.
I'm glad that the item donations notifications are working this year. They weren't. It's like,
That didn't work last year.
no. Maybe
Yeah.
they did. We had some trouble with it at the very least.
Yeah.
But this year we've had trouble with normal donations. Which is a
Yeah.
pity. But
Means
fortunately,
next year
not our
we'll have
fault.
trouble with both, right? No. We'll have it fixed by next year.
Yes, for those who are unaware, something changed with the Streamlabs or Tiltify API, and it no longer supports team Tiltify campaigns or alerts. So if you have a campaign linked to your alerts on Streamlabs, it needs to be a personal campaign and not a team one. It cannot detect team campaigns.
So all of our stuff broke
Yeah.
right after we started.
Oh.
Yeah, must have changed it like the last couple of days before doing the stream, because it was working during all of our tests, and then start the stream, and oh, why are there no alerts? What's going on? And we did a little bit of testing on that first day, and yeah, nothing. I'll send this back, and I will load up CP Highwire.
Oh, I'm excited for you to see this one.
Oh, what's so special about Highwire?
Highwire is an entirely new game mode.
Well, it's clearly marked as CP. I don't see what the big deal is.
You'll find out. I wonder if the bots will understand it. I wonder if it has nav mesh.
I hope so. It is only 2 megabytes. Very small map. Meanwhile, Twin Lights was 36 megabytes.
2 megabytes is very tiny.
2 megabytes is the same size as Cactus Warfare.
Does not have really any custom content from what I remember, so that track.
Anyway, yeah. In this map, I am immediately seeing the PD HUD and 3 control point.
Yes.
Okay, it
Yeah.
does have a nav mesh, but it, Oh, wait. Does it work with... Okay, it does seem to work with,
Find out.
snipers such.
Neat.
Wait, hang on.
Yeah.
If I do a TF bots push, must...
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
There's this specific command which makes it work on more game modes.
Interesting.
Push. I'm gonna quickly...
They'll probably get confused anyway because there's a lot going on, so
okay.
I can just explain the mode.
Yeah, yeah.
10 seconds.
So if you notice, there's a timer ticking down.
2,
Well, there wasn't in the last version. I can't. Yeah, there's a timer ticking down.
time has been 3,
And when that timer ticks down, one of the control points will open. You can go and capture that point, and it will start generating points for your team over time. If you own a point when it closes, you get a bunch of extra bonus points as well. And so the goal is to reach the point limit. But the twist is, each team also has a robot destruction generator core, so you can go and try to steal points from the other team once enough points are in play. So it's really interesting. It's like robot destruction, but instead of destroying robots to get points, or to get like cores, you capture points and hold them to get the cores.
Ah.
mission ends in 10 seconds. 5, 4,
And so your
2,
once you have, I think it's like 25 points, your core will spawn on top of your spawn.
3, 2, 1.
Yes.
Control point enabled. Get going.
Happens
Yeah, let's
very,
see.
very quickly, too.
Yes, it's very fast-paced back and forth. And it seems to explain it is really complicated, but we played it, and within like 2 minutes of it starting, everybody on the server just went, "Oh, I get it."
Mission ends in
It's just
30
like
seconds.
it's surprisingly simple to understand once you're playing it. Even though there's a lot of moving parts. I had a very good time on it.
Alright, I've
I
changed
think
that.
might be a problem for me.
Let's
I
see if the
can't
bots
help
do
past
something
3.
here. Doesn't look like it. This feels like something that they would work with.
I think they're probably getting confused because there's both CTF flags and
Oh,
control
wait,
points.
hang on.
Point enabled. Move.
I think the bots are actually working. Where are they right now? Oh, no, they might be this other
It has
spawn.
lost the bots.
No, yeah, there they are. They're just in the other spawn. Yeah, this one's a cool game mode.
Mission. We have captured the control point.
Oh well, Sniper Bot managed to actually capture that.
Oh, wow.
Almost definitely completely on accident.
Alert. The control point is being contested. Mission. We have lost the control point. 5,
I got it, I got it!
Yeah.
3,
Very cool. And then when the timer runs out, you do get a bunch of bonus points for being the final owner.
Time has been 3,
Yes.
That's nice.
2, 1. Control point
Yeah, it
enabled.
seems pretty well thought out.
Yeah.
Alright, and we've got one
I had
map
a
left.
very good time on it.
Is PD Raccoon Sanctuary 72 hour. And then we will move into the showcase, which will also need a little bit of time to set up.
Oh yes, and I forgot to say, Highwire, the one we just saw, was by Beepster.
Oh, this one's got voice acting.
Oh.
Although Marasmus needs an influx of souls to do that, so you all will collect the souls for me, or perish.
Okay, Halloween PD map with Erasmus voice actor.
This is by
awesome.
CCat08. And the custom announcer is credited to Kazuki and Science Dilf.
Let's waste them. Although Marasmus needs an influx of souls to do that, so you all will collect the souls for me. Oh yeah.
Is this Marasmus's castle that got turned into a raccoon sanctuary by Soldier in the comics?
Library with the Abominable Con. Good.
That's clever.
From the 2011 comic featuring Demo Man. So that's one capture zone. That's the mid. The other capture zone here. Raccoons! Yo!
I'm excited to see the raccoons. Oh my god, there they are.
At least one. Oh, there's another. Scurrying about.
That's so fun.
No, we're not, Twitcher's Fiend. This is the last one that we'll be showing. This is the first map to ever feature dynamic raccoon gameplay.
True. The models were made by Bree, Howdot, and CCat08. I believe the raccoon model was also made for this during the 72 hours.
It looks like a cosmetic that I
may be
Little
incorrect,
lighter.
then.
it looks familiar to a cosmetic. It may be
I
a
may be
edited
incorrect, then.
version.
Go deposit the souls.
I'm unsure. Don't take my word on that. I didn't make this map. What Pent says the raccoon model was made during the 72 hours. Okay. Seems pretty small for PD. But, I'm keen to play this one. Try it out. Any final words on what we've seen today, 14-bit?
I'm not really. I'm super impressed by all the stuff this year. There's so many more maps that were made that we unfortunately won't get to showcase here on the stream. But do keep an eye out for. We will, as always, every year do our big showcase post, and we will try to fit as many entries, maps, artwork, games, everything into that as we can. and that will be in a couple weeks as we sort through and prepare that.
And if you have anything that you made for the jam that you'd like a little bit of attention on, post it on Twitter and tag us. We will make sure to repost it. Right now, though, we will move into our Scream Fortress showcase. But we will need a little bit of time to set that up. So we'll head on over to BRB. Thank you for joining us, 14-bit. If you want to
Very
play test
welcome.
any of the maps,
Have
then
fun.
we do have 2 currently running tests. So head on in.
I'm looking
Yes.
forward to playing these.
Okay. Here's starting with the Scream Fortress showcase. First off, we've got Crash and T-Cat with us. We're going to start
Yo.
by going through all of the maps, and then we will go through some cosmetics immediately following. So, since you're here, Crash, shall we go through your maps first? I'm hoping that
Sure.
TF2 has successfully downloaded these.
It would never struggle with that, I'm sure. I'm sure it's going to be very smooth. And you have had no issues the entire weekend with anything.
Absolutely. It's been perfect. No kind of technical issues at all. I think it's loading. We're going to start off by... What's the name called? It? Double Cross. Devil Cross.
Devil Cross, yeah. It sounds like Double Cross. It's really, really close. And between that, I had Double Frost, Double Cross, and Devil Cross, and I'm mixing them all up now. And I've been saying like Devil Frost, and just it's not working out well for me.
Pretty crazy coincidence there, isn't it?
Just crazy coincidence, yeah.
I mean, Double Crossed is just when hell's frozen over.
I thought about actually after seeing Holy Hell, I kind of wanted to do like a split Devil Frost version where it's like the fire on one side and the ice on the other.
Oh, that would be super cool.
Micro Pizza Lad asks, does that man have a Thomas the Tank Engine OC?
So this is back when I was TF2Maps staff. I was the lone non-furry for quite a while, and Flippy made me some of my own train Sona, so now I can fit in and be one of the cool kids. It's a combination of my face with corpse paint, heavy metal makeup, and then the train from TF2 with some spikes and various metal bits.
Right. Now, does the map have a nav mesh? It does. Right. I suppose it would be required anyway.
I'd like to see
let
anyone
me-
guess what my profile picture is supposed to be. No one ever guesses correctly.
I remember you told me what it was a long time ago, but I've forgotten. Now, this is mostly using assets from Bonesaw, right?
Yep, I did use a lot of the Bonesaw assets. Plus, I did some like my own blends and some odds and ends in there. But definitely, I used Diva Dan's Bonesaw stuff, and that really, really like solidified the theme. I knew it was going to be like a destroyed underworld kind of version of Double Cross. I hadn't decided if I wanted to go more the lava fire route or if I wanted to go the classic like purple smoky hazy cave route. But as soon as Diva Dan was like, "Hey, you can use these assets if you want," and I was looking at them and I was like, "Okay, I'm definitely going heavy on the lava theme because it was very fitting and it was a lot of fun to play with. He made some really sick assets that just made my detailing pop off really, really well. I'm really excited to get to use them, actually. I was surprised I hadn't seen and played with them yet.
Yes.
I see the nav mesh
They are-
works great right there.
Stellar assets. They did a fantastic job on those.
I want to see
And we found too in testing, like the big twist is like spells, which doesn't seem like a huge twist, but Double Cross in general is like a really fun open space for just spell shenanigans. And then of course What's that?
The pits. I bet all the pits come into play a lot with the knockback from some of these spells. Is pretty
Yeah,
insane.
exactly. And I opened up a lot of areas, like the area right behind the capture
Oh
point.
yeah, that's neat.
The glass is broken out, so you can jump in there now, and there's a little staircase that goes up from there. And it doesn't add a ton, but I had like it's like a fun decloak spot for spies. I've had Ingies build like little sneaky ninja nests back there. And then, yeah, just in general, I expected Pyros to be a lot more powerful in this because of all the death pits, but they actually didn't hurt it too bad. But yeah, in testing, it was just, it's double cross, but way more chaotic and just like total anarchy on mid. Everybody fights over the rare spell that spawns right in the middle of the map, and that can make or break things.
Is there a special model for the intel or anything like that? Or
We were working on it, and I didn't end up having time to do it before I had to do the workshop release, unfortunately, because we thought about like a few different things, like Diva Dan, who I already had doing assets anyway on here. He's got a money particle unusual effect that he did. We were talking about like maybe burning cash coming out of a unique thing, and it'd be like, money is the root of all evil, you're in hell.
Oh.
kind of an idea behind it. So that was the idea, but we didn't get that far, so it is just the stock one right now.
Well, you could always swap it in pretty easily.
Yeah.
If you decide to do that.
Something
Yeah,
I can
yeah, I
definitely see
figured it'd be-
happening is the jump spells just having a major impact, because you can
Oh,
use
God,
spells
yeah.
when you're carrying
Oh,
a flag.
yeah.
So
Oh,
you
I
can
bet you
just
could pull some
grab
really,
the
really good
intel
stuff.
and then just get out of here real easy as just about any class.
Yes, definitely. I've noticed in testing, if there's not a good defense on the intel, that it would be very difficult. Yeah, so I wasn't sure if that was gonna pop up or not. There's a slim chance that some trains could appear, and it's so funny because so many people who know train saw laser like very they very much know. Sorry, I watched the stream. Oh yeah, there's a bug. Damn it! Of course the stream caught the bug. It gets caught on those crit pumpkins.
Let me just pick
So
that
anyway,
up.
the people who've played train saw laser are definitely like aware of that sound effect and what it does. Yeah, if you grab that crit pumpkin, it'll kick the train going. There you go. And it got caught in another one. I'm watching delayed slightly here, but
Yeah.
yeah, I've had so many people who look up when they hear that sound, and it's really, really funny on my testing server that we play like most Fridays. We've been testing on the same server for the last like I don't know, 14 years, something like that.
Wow.
It's been my go-to place. Like that's where Train Saw Laser was developed. A lot of the inside jokes come from there. And all the people on that server were like immediately looked up when they heard that sound effect. Were terrified of what I had done.
14 years. That's insane.
It was pretty much a launch server, but I wasn't playing on it immediately. And it's still going. We took there was like maybe a year or two in there that we didn't play a ton. But I still, every Friday, 7:30 Eastern, I usually hop on there and we test some new maps, and it's pretty much most Fridays I'm playing on that server still, and there's some people who are stuck around most of that time still too. That's the Penny Arcade House of Nonconformity server.
Yes, and you do have another map as well.
Yeah, I got Brine, which is the Halloween version of our. Or, I'm sorry, you got it backwards. Slime, which is the Halloween version of our map Brine.
Oh yes, I've been wanting to see this one. I hadn't had a chance to play it because I've been so busy.
Yeah, it turned out really cool, I think. The layout, it's kind of funny because Brine came out before this. The original concept was this Halloween version, and that was before the summer update got announced, and we were like, well, it's less work to make it Halloween-y and have all the events and the boss characters that we wanted to put in there, so we'll make a summer version, keep it daytime, keep it a little bit brighter, but there's some like core things that still kind of came across as feeling spooky or claustrophobic because it was originally going to just be a Halloween map, and it felt like it was the right thing to do, was to make the summer version.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just loading it up now. Loading maps from the workshop does take a little while.
You know, another option for the intel instead of a custom model is if it's double cross but it's on fire, then you just light the intel on fire too.
I thought about that, and I even thought about like maybe doing like it ignites the player while they're carrying the intel, just to balance out how it would like, especially with the jump spells, that you have to like try to outrun the fire on top of it, and
It lights you on fire, but it gives you a speed boost as well.
yeah, maybe.
So that
Hot.
the command I was saying earlier, TF bot offense must push time. If you set that to 0, bots will work in play destruction.
Oh,
So Blaholtz in chat is teasing me right now because this was I apparently I don't say brine, I say like brine, and it sounds like Brian to a lot of people. So
said the
it's
same
become,
word twice.
yeah, exactly. So it's become a running joke that the map is Brian. And if you look right in spawn, there should be a who is this man, or oh, I think it's on the other side. I think it's on red team. But there's a wanted like a missing person poster for Brian. I had one day I was telling my wife about the map, and she's like, "You called the map Brian?" And I was like, "God, really? You too?" Like, so it's been a running thing. Everybody's messing with me. So this version of it is called Slime. We actually got to utilize VScript, working with Lizard of Oz, who did Verse Saxton Hale stuff. And we have a new effect, being slimed. It's basically it's marked for death, with like a vision obscuring kind of effect. I think
go
it lasts
slime
like
yourself,
5 seconds. Yeah, go slime yourself. That's a phrase to say on stream.
You know what? You can go slime yourself. I'm out of here.
Slime yourself. I'm tired of this. So yeah, it tints your screen a little bit. It makes color recognition slightly harder. It blurs it a little bit, and then while you're also slimed, you take mini crits from anybody, and you can't wash it off either. Unlike Jarate, it's Jarate that you can't wash off, marked for death. And we did that, and then we also came up with there's these creatures that come out of the water every time the point is captured, which we are calling Salman, with 2 N's, very important for TF2. And that was another VScript trickery that we did, that it's a start as a skeleton base, but they can spew slime on you, and then they also have attacks, which if they group up on you, one of them slimes you, they start attacking you, and it starts getting pretty crazy fast because now they're dealing extra damage for you being slimed, and they're a bit stronger than skeletons. They take more damage, and it's turned out to be pretty fun. And if the point keeps going back and forth, you end up getting quite a few of them on the map, and you're constantly running from them. And
Oh, yep, there they are.
yeah, there's some right there. There's a lighting bug on it right now. We're still working on, so they kind of get a little bit darker than they're supposed to be. But
I like the custom
yeah, so like
builds.
this,
Very good.
the trench area where you're at on stream right now too. That's
nice
that was kind of the
canvas.
original claustrophobic area that I was thinking like horror movie-esque kind of thing, where I wanted like this chest-high water and a claustrophobic underneath some kind of wooden dock or structure or something, and that's where it was the original Halloween version. And then this map was originally Trenchfoot. I don't know if you guys remember that map, but it was a thematically appropriate 72-hour map from 2016 that I did on stream, and that was the base of it, and we built it up. And quite a bit ago, maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, Square, who did some of the original concept art for the Salman and a bunch of other things on the map, he approached me about wanting to do a map with this theme, and asked if I had any maps that would fit. We were kind of looking at Trenchfoot, and we're like, yeah, that seems like it'd be pretty solid. And many years later now, we finally accomplished it, and this is where it's at. So I have to shout out too, because we have it was a very big team effort that did the Salman themselves. It was originally sculpted and concepted by Square. FGD5 did the model and I believe the rigging for it. Blaholtzen, who's in chat right now, did the textures for it, and as well as the particles for the sliming and the spew effect. And then we had Hex did the animation, so it's all new custom animations. We're not using just like the skeleton animations. It is all new.
Oh yeah, speaking of particles, Suna, take a closer look at those eggs. They look really interesting. Do they have some kind of fancy shader trickery going on?
I'm the worst person to talk to about that, because I have a bunch of wizards doing magical things, and I'm like, yeah, I'll put it in there. That's cool.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Blaholtzen in chat might be able to explain. I think he did the textures on it, but there was I know there was a lot of talk about the eggs and the glow effect behind them, and like the.
It's like, oh yeah, it's like
inverse Fong. So it's like, or like rim lighting. Oh, maybe it's just really strong rim lighting, but it's tinted orange. That's probably how they did it. Yeah. That's really clever. It looks really cool.
And they are using the TF generic bomb, which was the entity I requested many years ago for Probed, which I'm happy I can still get to play with and do funny stuff with. And then there's some trickery where I'm switching out a prop dynamic for it when it blows up, and then when it comes back I have to get rid of that again to do the exploded version of it.
Yeah.
Because unlike the pumpkin bombs, it doesn't just disappear. There's a little like leftover husk.
Granted, now
sad
with
that
VScript, the entity might be redundant now.
Oh, well, the entity, it's a bit sad, but the entity itself is a little bit broken if you're just using it for its normal... Oh, what's this? It's in goat. Oh. It has a few problems, like if you're just using it normally, like the sound plays globally normally, so most people tend to use it for its explosion, and it's... Like,
I think I've used it so much instead of regular pumpkin bombs. That's just how they work for me in my head. You just hear it all over.
Well, pumpkin bombs do seem like they're pretty intense. Like you sneeze on one of those things and they have a huge radius. Like yeah, you can shoot a sticky bomb at one and you don't even have to detonate it. Just a sticky bomb bouncing off of it is enough to set it off.
Ooh. You just got a really good egg slime. Saw a bunch of numbers pop up there.
Ooh.
With my,
oh yeah,
my
there's the
stream
slime
delay.
animation. Oh, that's cool.
You've actually, I think you're set up. You still have the choppy. There's a command that'll make it so the animations aren't choppy.
Yeah, it's specific
fix that bug.
network settings that make them choppy like this.
I know Hex is going to be seeing the choppiness because I was testing it and he was like, "Why is it choppy? I put so much work into the animation, and you're sitting there with it choppy. Like, fix it." It's like a mapper if you see like a comp person and they replace all the textures with like the flat ones, and it just physically hurts you from what have you done to my map kind of thing. That's
Yeah.
Hex was doing about my my tests of his animations.
Yeah, same thing with cosmetic items. I've seen YouTube videos with people running around with those performance configs, and then you see like the LOD 2 of like you know, for example, clothing especially gets hit the hardest because you have to conform to the really crusty low LOD player models with them, so they look really wonky. Especially Demo Man. Demo Man at low LODs is absolutely cursed. His arms are a nightmare.
Thank you. R coming in once again with the helpful console commands. Let's see if that fixes these slimers.
The update frequency. Oh, is that? So that's
we did
like a
we
server
did
setting.
something that it wasn't a cheat. I know because I have it set on mine now that it always shows them smooth.
There was an update that claimed to fix that issue, but then they were still twitchy for me.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, because I thought it was fixed too, and I was like, oh, this is still broken for some reason, and then somebody gave me a command during the development of it, and that fixed it ever since.
Well, they did spawn, but I didn't get to see any of them.
Yeah, it's not super important, at least for me. I'm sure Hex is.
You could just fly around and spectate or something.
Yeah, I of course I can't forget to shout out Freya, who did all the detailing on the map originally for the Brine version. We gave her the map and she cranked that detailing out so incredibly quick and so incredibly good, creating this whole new kind of theme that we've heard a lot of people have said. It looks like, why was this not like a default kind of thing? How have more people not done this like salty harbor kind of theme? I've had a lot of people say they can like smell this map, which is like a huge compliment.
Oh yeah, alright. They're better now.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Blur, 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 blur.
Wanted to slime me.
I love
If
how floppy
if you
their
s-
limbs are. Look at
if
the
you
floppiness.
if he gets close enough, he might slime you. Being a scout, you're kind of fast. Oh no,
Oh.
for some reason he's not.
You get turned into fish sticks.
Yeah, it was sort of a limitation that we had too, using the skeletons as a base because they just give apart instantly. But we kind of thought it was funny, so it works.
The
Yeah,
fish is
Fish
yeah.
just gonna and just break
the
apart like.
Ib models look pretty good. Who did those?
Oh god, that was such a quick process. I'm sure Blaholzen textured them, and it was probably FGD5. I'm guessing.
Ah,
Yeah, Treacherous
I didn't
Fiend.
realize he did stuff other than cars.
That is.
He
that
did
is
a lot of the
case.
models on this map in the base brine and slime versions.
Treacherous Fiend, you are right. I have different interrupt settings though, so I can play well on a high ping, and it's not messing with me too much. But we do have other maps to get through here. Let me. Well, you're welcome to stay and commentate with us, Crash.
Yeah, I got a little time. I have played quite a few of the Halloween maps. I tried to grab all like the top ones from this year and play through them. I did my video on like kind of the ones that I've seen and played and I really liked. But then I played a bunch more since then too, so I have opinions.
We are heading
yeah,
up to Brew Blast.
Oh yes, I did some of the props for this, so I could actually show some behind-the-scenes stuff for that if you want.
Yes.
Let me find it here.
I did have a lot of fun playing Brew Blast. I was very excited to get to see Off Blast coming back because it was one of the early maps that I played a ton of back when it was an active stock map, and it's been many years since I've gotten to play it. So getting to play it for Brew Blast was cool, and I really like the arena, whatever. I forget what game or what map that came from, but that
The
style
graveyard
was really
arena
cool.
thing,
Yeah.
If for no other reason, then it's just kind of fun to watch the little ghosts clustering around people.
Alright, looks like the bots will actually work with this one too.
3, 2, 1.
This is Off Blast, but purple. And with a lot of potion stuff going on.
Yes, so I did the materials in the like, so those are basically like edited versions of some of the stock pipes there. So there's like red and blue on each side, and then they mix in the center. Oh,
4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome, lambs, to the slaughterhouse. 4 lambs.
Where's Blue Team? They go a different way?
apparently.
I've got this
Maybe there's
giant giant one here in the middle.
I did have a lot of fun when we played this, like coordinating if we were going to go straight forward or straight into the middle.
Yeah, there's
And,
also a little bit of a hidden spot if you go down onto the ground floor in the middle. Oh yeah. I made yellow pipes just in case they wanted to use them, and that was the only spot they used it.
Oh, got a spell and
They're just- Oh yeah. Oh, I also made a custom model for this as well.
Oh. This...
I did not make that. I don't know. I think that's just several stock props like parented to a rotating entity or something.
And
Oh,
that
it's over
one's
there.
by
Yeah.
Void, with permission to use it. Wait.
I
Some
made
of it
that.
is, I think.
3, 2,
Yep.
I might
so
be wrong.
That pickup model is me. I don't. Yeah, that might be Void. I don't know. I don't know where that came from. So
Almost looks like
it's
brushwork.
It could be brushwork actually.
I recall as I talking about it at one point.
Oh, hey, blue came out of their spawn.
Oh, fine.
I don't get much to do with it. The sniper might get the point. And he does.
Seems like the bots don't know how to fly.
killed everyone on the other team. Good stuff, guys. Marasmus
Boy,
is getting a little misty here.
Oh, as I said, it's brushwork. Okay, nice job with that. It looks like a model.
3, 2, 1. Destroy them.
Now Red's spawn, I think.
What if you need to open the door for them?
Wait, is that... I think that medic was still healing one of the ghosts. It's following me around. So they actually work properly. That's nice.
Yeah. Oh, I think that's actually like a bug in Graveyard as well. The if a medic is healing someone while like at the moment they die, the medic again can stay attached to them until the medic lets go again, which is ultimately harmless because like you know they're dead anyway. So
I can push the scout around. Let's get him out.
4, 3, 2, 1. There. There.
Okay, yeah, they need to get into combat before they start moving. Then they're all good.
oh, so like one of them gets shot and they're like, hey.
Pretty much.
How dare
yeah.
you?
Oh, and then they go back to a passive state.
Blue scores.
Yeah,
Hey,
the bots kind of
Went out of
work.
simulation distance.
But
Yeah.
like, do
Well,
you
this
guys
luckily this
rework
isn't an
the
issue
ghost?
with real players, so.
The fails responsive to heal people. I'm not
You,
sure we're the people to ask.
You would have to talk to Diva Dan for that, because he's the one who designed all of the logic and the whole system for that.
Which was pre-VScript too, right?
Yes, I
Yeah.
think, if I recall correctly, I think this one uses a VScript version of it. Is that correct? I don't remember. So it could be like tweaked, I suppose. Like the healing rates could be changed, of course.
Move them
But,
all the way.
But I'm
Oh,
sure
they
there's a reason
try and
they got
attack
ahead
the
of it.
ghosts.
Oh, by the way, there's another spot. There's an area in the map that you haven't seen.
Incoming spell.
Does?
Yes, in the midpoint, near like on the ground level. There's a little like hidden nook.
Hey, get in there. Oh, here. Oh, the green. Oh, that's nice.
Oh man, the stream is really lagging now.
3, 2, 1. There's his.
Yeah.
Hurry, you fool.
So and that heals you as well. So you can.
It heals you. Oh.
You stand in the little drip. It heals you very slowly, so you can like recover and make a little clutch play there. Yeah.
Ooh, good to know.
Yeah,
Nice.
which is pretty cool. Granted, the ghosts also heal you, so I'm not sure it makes a huge difference, but
I enjoy this version of Arena, if only for the playing two, rather than the weird, like, team must win so many times in a row.
4,
uh-huh.
3, 2.
I do really like that it's arena, but you have something to do when you die. That's like the biggest problem with arena is that
Yeah.
you don't have anything.
I have a concept that I'm toying around with. I didn't have time to do it this year, but I might. Well, I made some like very rough prototypes, but maybe next year for Scream Fortress. I wanted to do an arena-esque game mode, except when you die, you turn into a ghost. Except instead of healing people, you have the ability to like activate booby traps and like possess objects and stuff like that, and to torment the enemy team. So, for example, you could land on a special little spot for the ghosts, and then it like activates a ghost hammer that crushes people or something, you know. Or like there could be suits of armor that you can possess, and then you could walk around
Oh.
as like a suit of armor, and it's sort of like almost like a second life, but it's sort of clunky, you know. Um,
Yeah, that sounds fun.
yeah, so I'll have to. Time will tell if I get around to finishing that. Phoenix here.
I
Yeah,
love
we
me some conveyor belts.
have plans for some custom little miniature potion bottles as well. These are placeholders at the moment, but eventually they'll be replaced with like multicolored potions with like different labels on them and stuff.
Let's see, what does he do when I get close like this?
Nope.
Yeah, you get scared. I don't know if this round's gonna end. Anything else to say, MCL?
Yeah, so I could, if you want, I can show some of the. I did the material for the pipes in particular. I'm quite happy with how they came out. I used Substance Designer actually to create a seamless texture, and then I'm essentially laid out the UVs so that it sort of scrolls diagonally to create this sort of like twisting effect as it's flowing down the pipes. And because it's perfectly seamless, then you can't tell. Yeah, you might have to no clip to see up the top, but it does have a swirl on the top of the potion bottle
Yeah,
as well.
That was really, really good.
Gonna do that this round as well, just bring the bots to me. But I know we gotta get to 4 to see the like finale effect.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I almost forgot about the finale thing.
Pretend Erasmus isn't even here. Kill everyone like you would normally.
A custom announcer? It's yeah, I mean, it could be done. Mostly it just wasn't really something like that wasn't really high on the priority list because the main focus was getting the map itself like playable and detailed and everything. But it's definitely a potential thing we could do. You know, it's probably too late for this this Halloween, but you know, maybe for next year, could introduce something like that. But I would say, you know, if you're interested, if you do voice acting and you're interested in a project like that, you should definitely like, you know, post like, you know, your demo reel or something, or you know, to get some attention to it, or do some. I mean, you could just make a map yourself and be the announcer on your own map, and then you know, other people might see it and ask you to do stuff for them too. Honestly, that's one thing I really like about the TF2 community in general, both the mapping and the general workshop communities, is people are very collaborative, and they definitely give you plenty of opportunities to show off your skills. So if you show that you do good work, people will ask you to work on projects.
Let's see who wins
It's so
this
funny how
round.
they just instantly like whip around.
History in the map. Yeah.
This is so this is this is Off Blast, which used to be in casual mode years
one.
back, but it's been unavailable in casual for a long time. So it's been retooled into Brew Blast, which it's like a potion factory.
And these
The ghosts are on
meteors come
fire.
down
Look
over
at
the
that!
map.
They died to the fireball and they're on fire. Uh-oh.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Now on to the next.
Wow, it is. Yeah, it is super intense.
Uh, we've got a few to go through here. Would you actually like to go through your workshop submissions before we get to the rest of the maps? Because we don't have the creators for the rest of the stuff here.
Ah, yeah, that's true. But yeah, I do have some. I have some like Blender scenes and that time lapse. Let's see, that time lapse I was recording is almost done rendering. Got a few minutes left on it still, but I can show off other stuff.
Yeah, I've got it pulled up here already. I think I. Yeah. So we've got the armed assassin.
Yeah, so this is a bit of a goofy one. Um, Actually, if you click on the thing, you could open the image preview
Yeah,
in larger
I
size
really
there.
like
But
this one.
it's
Yeah.
I kind of made it almost on a whim because I had this idea floating around for a while about doing a buff spy, um, but it was difficult to pull off because the problem is that you can't remove the spy's default jacket sleeves. So in order to make it look plausible, I toyed around with different ideas for how it could maybe work. Like some people, I've seen one person attempt it before where they gave him like scrunchies. It looked kind of strange. I first tried to give him like big gloves to sort of like smooth out the transition between the hands and the arms, but it looked really wonky and the rigging was broken. Um, so I ended up going with wraps because it let me sort of split it into multiple intersecting meshes, which sort of disguises the fact that it's sort of like the mesh clips through itself a little bit, just because you can see like on that middle one there, you can see how the hand kind of clips into the rest of it a little bit, but it's not really very noticeable because the wrap texture is kind of chaotic anyway. Um, and so yeah, it's a bit it's limited a little bit by some fundamental limitations, but I think it turned out pretty well. It's a little bit goofy and kind of over the top in the like the size of his arms because I needed to make them proportional to the wrists, but I really like the way it turned out. So we'll see. And I'm also very proud of the zombie version I did as well. I created a special like procedural blood material to paint on some blood splotches and stuff all over it. Um,
Then got the King of Pipe. Rule seeker, I suppose. That's a
yes,
great poster.
yeah. If you click on one of the submissions, you can view the close up. Yeah, just click on the jacket. You can view the close up image there. Yes, so that one was done almost entirely in Blender, like with very minimal paint over. So I used like a ton of lights in it, like so many lights and a giant fog volume and stuff. Um, I find Blender is really great for doing promo stuff because unlike Source Filmmaker, you don't have to like import stuff into a game engine in order to add new like models. You can just make them in Blender. Uh, yeah, so I did the poster and promos. So this one I didn't do the bulk of it. So I came up with the original concept and then someone by the name of Badass Cook sort of iterated on the concept art a little bit. And we had Yikes did the modeling and texturing work, and he did a really good job on those. But I did the promos and I also did the LODs for the jacket. So I did the optimization work because he didn't want to touch the Demo Man's cursed arms that I was talking about. Yeah. Yikes is the guy that did the one uh, Scout crop top cosmetic that everybody was freaking out about.
We've got the
um,
Melodra mask.
yes. So this one's pretty self-explanatory, I think. Um, it's the classic comedy and tragedy theater mask that you always see as a sort of symbol of the performing arts. And I think it fits pretty well for the spy because, he's always acting, pretending to be other classes. And he wears masks anyway when he disguises. And it's sort of, yeah, it works into that whole like mysterious sort of like mysterious figure, kind of like he's like nobody knows who he really is, kind of thing, right? So you can do some fun stuff with it.
Okay, so all the ones where it's like, I just really like the eye combinations. They're always really good.
Yeah, yeah, I love yeah, that night vision goggles one is pretty good. The hypno eyes are really underrated as well. Well, actually, I wouldn't say underrated. I think a lot of people like them, but they're kind of expensive, so I don't know
They
if a
are.
lot of people use them. I think when I got it, it was like $13 or something.
And the Cadaverous Cap, which you just did the other day.
Yes. And that one, I also recorded a time lapse of it, which is I'm still waiting on the stupid render to finish because it was a lot of footage. But yes, so it's basically it's either a top hat made out of stitched skin or it's a hat made out of the corpses of other hats.
I
you
think
know.
I think that the latter is a lot funnier.
It's definitely a very funny interpretation. Yeah, you could definitely interpret it that way if you'd like. But yeah, I gave it this really kind of like gross, like wrinkly, sort of stretched kind of thing to it. I had a really when I did the sculpt was super gross looking because it was super like exaggerated wrinkles, and I had to tone them down because it looked kind of like really disgusting and didn't really look very TF2y. So it's more subtle now, but I think it looks pretty nice. It's really like kooky, zany item, but I think it's fun. You can have a little Halloween wackiness here and there. This is specifically well, we just did some workshop maps a little bit ago. We're gonna go to some others, I think, as well, right? You have some more?
Yes.
Yeah.
Um, we've also got this is a wall paint made by Seacat.
Yeah.
You want to tell us about this one?
So, Clean Sweep was kind of made when I realized I didn't have anything done for this Halloween. So, I quickly whipped up a concept and basic version of the war paint in like a day. Um, and people responded really nice to it. They thought it looked really nice, and I got a couple offers for promos. So I ended up improving it a bit. I spent like next bit of the week improving it. I got scout time to do some promos for it, which turned out really nice. And now it's on the workshop as my first actual workshop item submission.
This is way better than my first submission.
Oh, well, I mean, I technically have another one on there, but it's really bad. But
Your
as my
second
first
submission.
real submission.
Yeah. Oh,
Second
okay.
submission, but this is my first real
First serious
submission.
submission. Okay.
Yeah,
What's
my first.
what's the actual first one?
It's one that is a war. It was just a practice war paint. It's just like a sticker bomb war paint or whatever they're called, with
Uh,
all the hammer entities on it.
oh, I see. Yeah, it's definitely kind of a niche joke, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like
Um.
nobody would be like, "What is
Yeah,
this?"
there it is.
But the guy, oh, the obsolete guy. Who is
Pardon?
that, by the way?
Yeah.
Is that one of the devs or something, or is it like a reference to something?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's one
It
of the
was
devs. Yeah.
what I recall hearing was it was one of the devs was making fun of another dev and like cropped his head on there
Oh,
and didn't tell him until the game shipped.
Yeah.
that's really funny.
Um, but yeah, the Halloween one is also based off of the Poltergust 5000 from Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, which is one of my favorite games of all time. Notice not many Warpaints did that, and especially with the announcement now in the Nintendo Direct that they're remastering it, I thought it'd be perfect time to make it. And I feel it turned out pretty nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to run though, everybody. So I appreciate you guys letting me come on here and geek
No
out about my
worries.
stuff.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah.
Good work this year.
Have a good one.
You got some good stuff.
Props for doing the jam all weekend. Looks like you guys are raising a good chunk of money.
Yeah.
See ya.
All right. See ya.
Thanks for coming by. See ya. Okay. We are
He's
going
gone.
back to maps now, starting off with Holy Hell.
Oh yeah. That one.
That name cracks me up every time I hear it.
Yeah.
This one was
It
made
sounded like
by
you were just
Pancake Bro.
exasperated by what it was actually called. You were like, next up was Holy Hell. They called it that? Holy Mary, Mother of Joseph. So here at Soldier Line.
Okay. I have not actually gotten a chance to like properly look around this yet.
Exciting.
Oh, I know that the detailing is good because it's Pancake Bro. I
Uh-huh.
Is this from the comics? Yes, it is. Okay. Cool. This is really cool. Nice. The big organ as the backing for the control point. Hopefully it like plays a little tune when you cap it. Oh, I'm not in the game scene. Ah, what am I doing? Okay, but the comics, I was referring to these. This giant organ for the final point. Really well detailed.
Oh my god, they are from the comics. That's funny.
This is
I love that. That's so good.
yeah, this is really nice.
I love those paintings they made in SFM.
Just parody versions of everything.
The control point. Alert. Our control point.
Hopefully the belts don't. This
Our control point.
will be deeper.
They're not planning on stopping.
And then of course this effect's really cool. I'm not sure which side of it is the model. I assume
Ooh.
I have no idea. Oh, and there's a cool like soundscape when you're
Oh,
underneath it
whoa,
too.
that is sick. I think the hell side is probably the model.
I was let's
there's-
look at the
There's a video about how they did the skybox, and it's honestly really simple when you find out how they did it.
Isn't it like window imposter shader or something?
yeah,
Or-
something like that. It's a special material being used on the model, which basically
Yeah.
just gives it a skybox shader. How they actually
Basically
are
treats
using
it as
two
skybox,
different actual 3D skyboxes, so I'm not. Well, maybe it's the same one. And
It's
it's just a different texture on one of them.
I think it's just the same. I don't think you can have two skyboxes.
But
Um,
oh yes, this one does not have proper 3D. Yeah, this side does not have a proper 3D skybox.
Ah,
So this is
That's
definitely the side with the model. Yeah.
oh yeah,
I
And
see.
it's the
You can see
hell
it when
side.
you can
It
see
has
it when you
the-
move past the display. You can see it.
Oh, very clever.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that they chose this side as the fake one.
Well, you want like big stuff far away, but you don't
Oh,
need that
that's
on the
true.
other
Actually,
side.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, because they have those massive towering. Yeah, okay. I didn't think about that. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
God, what
Very
a cool
cool.
effect. That is such a cool effect.
And
I
then you've
assume
got
they
like
put-
this break down the middle here.
It's like the Tower of Babylon or something.
So sick.
Yeah.
Oh. We've changed this though. This is harder to get up.
Oh my, this is super cool. The fissure and everything.
The control point.
Uh-oh.
Super sick. I actually just want to go and spectate and look around a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, is there?
I'm not sure why you... or give yourself, like, invulnerability or something.
I just want to look at this detailing. Oh.
Oh, the lava flows, and yeah, I see. I haven't had a chance to look at most of these up close.
Yeah, I haven't seen basically any of the Halloween stuff this year outside of like some thumbnails on the workshop. Wanting safe. Oh yeah. What does it actually look like in here? Oh, you got custom spellbooks on the side.
Ooh.
Sick. Spooky Badlands. Just kind of silently appreciating this.
Yeah. I mean, this looks really good, and like especially for a reskin, it's making
Yeah,
mine look awful.
this is one of the most elaborate reskins I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's
I
exactly
know.
what you want from a reskin, though, isn't it?
Yeah, like it feels like a completely
Yeah.
different map.
Yeah, like there's only like certain areas that I can like definitively like say, oh yeah, that's like easily Badlands. Like I recognize that spot. I've spent countless hours there.
Yeah, I mean this is obviously Badlands.
What are the train cars carrying? What did they replace the trains with?
Just some on the village side. It's a thing. And on the hell side, it's another thing.
Thing.
It's like
I don't know. It's the right shape. That's what counts.
Yeah, it's like
planter
a
or
flower
something.
bed or something. It's like it's just yeah, it's just a thing, isn't it?
It really is the thing of all things.
That's the one on the oh they plant flowers in the heaven side, and the other one is where they grow netherwort.
Yeah, you can't really ask for much more out of a reskin than this.
Ooh, look
Oh,
at that
actually,
shader on the gold trim. That's cool.
actually, I can ask for one thing. Which would be why is this twice?
Because there are different like spires.
Point is being captured.
I think
yeah.
they correspond to the spires.
I would have thought that would be like the entrance to the cathedral.
I think there's a specific term for what those nooks are called, but I don't know.
Right.
I'm not sure how accurate this is to actual, like, medieval church construction.
Okay, there is this like bell toll that goes off every now and again, and there's a spooky laugh. I don't know what it means though. I don't see anything different happening.
They're just counting every time someone goes to hell. Another one bites the dust.
I will switch us to. We just had a pancake bro one. Let's go to Mansylvania.
Ah, yes. I remember playing a very early version of this one, and I wondered what happened to it. I'm glad they actually decided to finish it.
This was made by quite a few people. B, Sonoma, the Pie Man, Flower Shop Guy, Overpowered, and Badass Cook.
Cook is really on the rise lately. He's kind of getting his dipping a toe into everything. Like
He's-
if you guys, he's a crazy artist. He does amazing concept art.
Yeah, he's like the one guy who does concept art for maps, and he's good at it, so everyone wants to work with him.
Yeah, I mean, I am surprised that more people don't do concept art for maps. They're like, ah, hell with it. I'll just figure it out in Hammer.
I mean, I can understand why. I did concept art for my jam map, and it's not very fun. I'd rather just hop in Hammer and see where the brushes take me.
Yeah, that's one thing that's tricky about it is that it's not just about it looking cool. The gameplay has to make sense too. So you might have to make some pretty drastic changes. But I think doing concept art is good for developing the overall like vibe you're going for, or kind of if you're making custom assets, you can iterate on like, you know, the appearance of those pretty quickly. I'd like to start doing I'd like to do a map project here pretty soon with a lot more custom stuff, because I've mostly stuck to stock assets in the past.
Yeah. I've been dipping my toes more and more in the custom assets, so now I'm trying to learn 3D modeling alongside textures and sound work and all that. And
That's the way to go. You can be your own one-man band.
yeah,
In
And I mean-
Pennsylvania,
pretty fun.
a player destruction map, and I have not seen this before at all.
So the early version that I played, you deliver the points to like Dracula's coffin, and then when you left the cap zone, you would get like the manpower vampire power up. But I don't know what it does now because I have not played it in a long time.
I like those resupply cabinets.
Oh, those are fun, yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2.
I want to collect the points.
Didn't. It sure is.
I think when you deliver the points, the announcer should go 1 point. 2 points. 3 points.
I really like the detailing on this map. They've managed to take the medieval assets, which I'm not a fan of. I think that in most maps they don't look incredibly fitting.
They're
but
very
they've managed
specific.
Yeah. They've managed to make them look like really good here, where I don't even realize that they're using like the medieval plaster walls or like the cobblestone walls and whatnot. They did a really good job on that.
Yeah, I
And,
think
and
those
lighting
wells.
is fantastic too. I gotta say the lighting is like really pretty. And
I think that
fit.
well turns into like a portal at some point, if I recall correctly. I assume they're still doing that. I think that's how you get to the capture zone, maybe. I don't know. And then I think when it's not a portal, it's just a death pit.
Oh,
Oh,
started there. Oh, it's music.
there you go.
There he is. Spider's checking him out. Oh. Oh, he's doing his spooky vampire spell. This is really nice.
And then, oh, it looks like it is still giving you the vampire power up. Yeah. So you drain health from people when you shoot them. Then.
Yummy. I'm close. Okay, yeah. I really enjoyed this theme, and the castle looks spectacular.
Yeah.
I'm uncertain if it's a... No, it's got to be a model. right?
It could be. I mean, a lot of it's simple enough that it could just be brushes.
I mean, yeah.
Like those are some pretty simple
it
cones.
does look like, yeah, like you could easily like use the cylinder tool for most of that. Like take the cones, then do
The
like
ribs could be models.
vertex manipulation and just shrink the end down.
It's incredible that the
I
box
don't doubt
was-
that they use proper on that though.
Yeah,
'Cause I would say
are
that
they
would-
programmed to
with all
seek
the
out
with
the
all those
portals?
like with all those cylinders, like that would make your brush shot, like your brush sides shoot up through the roof.
True.
Honestly, a lot of this has to be models because.
Oh wait,
this
what's
isn't
that
really
portrait on the
complex
wall?
map.
Look at on the above the exit. Oh, never mind.
Okay, that is just fit. I don't know if there's a portal there normally. Probably is.
When I last played it, it would occasionally turn into a portal. I assume that's why it's so prominent and low to the ground.
Yeah, I mean every other entrance seems to be surrounded by candles like that, so
Yeah, it must be. It
surprised.
just swaps between them, so you can't camp one too easily.
Oh my god. I have to see in like 10 seconds. Let's get a no clip find out though.
He just vaporized as soon as the camera focused on him.
Rogi.
Oh yeah, but take a look at the, there's a portrait hanging on the wall in the cap zone above the exit.
And one there. Okay, yeah, 3 portals. This castle looks so good. Can't get over how good that looks.
Anywhere you wish in the castle, except in the closed off areas. Don't go there.
The voice lines are funny as well. I really like this. I am waiting for this one to be in game. I
Yeah.
expect it will be.
It probably will be, yeah.
Yeah.
Good on them.
So, I do want to hop down here.
Oh, nice stab.
Oh, the actual special location for this. I want to find where that was. I've just done a bunch of color correction too. Okay, yeah. This map has a lot to see. So this is the... Oh yeah, you can see it. Normal color? Blood color. Yeah, great use of color correction, just in general.
Yeah.
I am waiting for you.
Okay, but that doesn't seem balanced. Where's the
making
blue
things more
team's
red.
blood? Yeah, where's the blue team's blood?
They don't have blood.
Oh,
Why would they need it?
what do they use instead?
Uh,
Oh, well, actually, no. Horseshoe crabs
Antifreeze.
have blue blood. They have some kind of like copper-based mineral, copper-based chemical compound in their blood instead of hemoglobin. So,
okay. I wasn't sure if this was a reachable location or not, but it's not. Yo!
gross. Is this like his stomach? What is this?
What?
What is
What?
that?
Why would you think that?
The vampire ate you, and then you're in his stomach. I don't know.
You pulled out this. Is this hole a vampire?
I didn't know how you got there. I wasn't paying attention.
Well, that's your fault, isn't it?
Maybe he's just like hiding under the ground. Those look like teeth.
Okay, maybe the whole town is a vampire.
Yeah, exactly. It's a giant. It's a sarlacc pit.
Yeah,
Fools,
this is
find the gargoyle.
this is an SCP, the entire town. Or an analog horror thing.
Let's get to the island.
Right. Yeah, I really, really like this. Wait. No! Come on! You're not gonna have it ring when it gets shot? Come on.
You know, people would just spam it constantly.
Yeah?
I mean, can you even like?
So?
Fair, fair.
Do that on Sweden. Okay, that's... If you guys are watching...
You gotta update that.
You gotta,
add the
yeah,
bell
you gotta
ring.
update this. Make it ring when you shoot this.
Use the you can just use the underworld exit noise, but play like 6 of them at once. So it clips.
Okay. Yeah, I really like this one. Really want to see it added. Next up, we have...
I think it sucks. It sucks blood.
Corruption. This is actually a map from
Oh yeah.
I'll be here all week.
previous year, but it has been updated for this year. My game crashed when I tried to load it.
Yeah. Same with mine.
Okay.
I played it last year and it's really fun. I think it's a fun map. Sucks that it wasn't added last year.
There are other maps that I would be showing. Like there's a lot to show, but I'm just showing the ones that have been organized in advance.
Yeah.
Let's see, will it actually load or will it crash again? Okay, it's actually loading. The Corruption is a payload map, and it is a retheme of Eruption, which is made by the same people, and, well, some of the same people, and is a jungle-themed map. This one is set, I think, also on an island, but it's housing a asylum. Let's see. Oh, how about blue? We'll play a full round of this. Okay, maybe not an island, but on the coast at the very least. Yeah, this looks nice. And
Ooh.
the gimmick is that these portals will open up and you are taken to a randomly generated underworld.
Oh, I've heard about this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty neat. It makes good use of the concept of tile sets. Probably shouldn't play Demo Night.
That sniper is a bloody spy!
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
What are these two doing?
Mission
I'm
begins in 10
I'm excited to see what happens here when these doors open. The sniper's obviously going to get destroyed.
3,
But the other one? Are you gonna switch back to guns? Or they're gonna... Okay, no. It is pretty similar to how I remember it, though I guess it's gotten updated since Eruption also got updates, and I guess this one is just bringing through a lot of the stuff that changed Eruption? Question mark? Maybe it's made some bigger changes in here. Oh, I don't remember. Just some commentary-less gameplay. Okay, so here's one of the portals that's opened up. Go into this asylum, randomly generated, so it's a different layout each time. A lot of dead ends. You are losing health while you're in here, so you gotta find the exit.
It's like,
in
yeah,
time.
kind of. I love the like flickering lights and stuff. Oh, and I think also if I recall
go.
correctly, they actually baked the lighting into the textures because of the dynamic props. They couldn't bake the lighting with normal geometry.
Yeah, I believe that yeah, it's all props.
Yeah, so these are all unlit props that are just like glowing, but the glow color is baked to look like shadows and stuff.
Yeah,
So, what's your HUD called?
I believe it's called Awesome HUD. I might be wrong. I've been telling people it's Awesome HUD this whole time, but I always say I might be wrong, so I don't know for sure. I did install it recently, but it wasn't paying too much attention as to the name. Well, actually, I've had it for a long time. I just updated it recently. But it's a very nice HUD. Why I choose to use it? It's basically just like a vanilla plus. Oh well, vanilla styled, but a lot of very nice improvements.
Yeah.
Another one I was considering was Middleman, which is very stylish, but it's got a couple of things that cut me off from using it. But actually, a lot of the jam overlay stuff I based off of Middleman, because I really like the vibe. I just don't like some of its elements. Oh no! Some of your models.
Oh no.
Okay, guys. You got some stuff to fix.
It should really be standard protocol to just like have like a laptop or something that you load the map up on after you compile it that doesn't have the assets, just to make sure that there's nothing that's
You're gonna get a whole laptop just for that?
Well, presumably you already have one. I mean, you can get a really shitty cheap laptop for like pennies almost.
I would just send it to a friend.
Well, that too, but like if you you don't want to have to like dump that on them. I used to only have a laptop.
Yeah, it's a cool map with a cool gimmick.
Yeah.
And some neat detailing. But it's otherwise pretty standard, which is nice. Like, we've got VScript and a lot of cool new Halloween game instead of popping up due to that. But it is nice to just have some normal gameplay. You know, out of
Yeah.
every one like super like cool VScript thing that gets added, I would want like 3 normal maps to go with.
Yeah.
Like, there's the whole zombie infection thing, which is great, but I would not want the Scream Fortress to be only zombie infection.
Mission begins in 30
Yeah.
seconds.
That would be
I
a
would
little.
want like this, Mount Sylvania, and Holy Hell, right? Oh, and slime and yeah, everything that we've looked at so far. I want in game.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
Let me load up the next map, which is it the last one? No, we've got. Oh yes, it is. It is the last one.
Huh?
It is Spineyard. We actually have time. We could do a couple more, but do want to get back to bed. We were going to talk about zombie infection actually with the creators, but they don't seem to be available right now. I have pinged them and they've not responded. Let's see. No, they have not. Alright, that will just have to not happen.
Very sad.
Yeah. Oh well, looks like one of them is available, but they still haven't responded to my ping, so. And then Void is also unavailable. They were going to talk about some of their stuff. So it looks like that's it. Oh! Actually, I know someone who did want to show off their stuff. They simply aren't available to make it because it's the right time, not a good time for them, so I will show their one.
Alright.
Is Freya's one. I need to get it up though. It's not on the front page. Browse maps. Popular 1 week Halloween. A little bit down the list. Oh man, oh, there's more stuff that I want to show. Okay, I will actually do a speed round with the rest of the stuff. I'll just open it all up. And I'll just do it like I did it with the items. Where we just look at it in the, on the workshop page. Yeah, okay. I think I've gotten most of the ones I want to show. Yeah. Cool.
In 30 seconds.
Yeah, we're at 9.6k. It's pretty close to hitting the 10k in cash. We have already actually hit the 10k mark. Counting item donations, which you do ! Donate items to scrap.tf.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
But yes, we have hit that 10k mark. We haven't reached as high as we got in last year, because last year we got a $5,000 donation from the Lazy Purple server community, basically.
Oh.
That was pretty incredible. But I think,
Yeah.
not counting that, this is just a...
I mean,
no, we
without
raised
that,
like
they're pretty low.
12,000 total last year.
Yeah.
So we haven't hit that. 12,000
They're
and then
close,
the
though.
5,000 extra from them.
We got close this year, though.
Yes, this is Boneyards? Spineyards.
Yeah, it's the Halloween version of vineyard, so it's spineyard instead of vineyard.
You got these these skeletons with guns,
Rattle 'em, boys!
which is really funny. Spells. As far as retheming goes, I believe it's mostly just a lighting fog and skybox change, right? It's mainly the gimmicks that change. Oh, maybe there's also some leaf changes. Because Pancake Bro was mostly doing the whole holy hell thing. Ow. So this was a much more subdued retheme. It still works though.
Yeah.
The Mafia skeletons are a neat gimmick. And they're pretty funny. How did the Twitch players stuff go for you yesterday, CL, after last stream?
Fine. Nothing broke or anything. You know, it kind of petered out relatively quickly, as you might expect, but it was entertaining still. I definitely think it would be fun to like elaborate on that a little bit and turn it into a just a 24/7 stream or something. You could have all kinds of like custom gimmicks and things. You know, you could write like custom server plugins for it or something, or just have it constantly queue into like casual matches.
There's having quite a lot of health. How much was that? Right. Neat. I can't remember exactly how the normal version of this map is detailed, so I don't know if what he said earlier was accurate. I know it was a very similar theme. Don't know if it was like just the same or if these buildings have been changed around a lot more. What? There's a lot of witch luck going on. Oh my god, there's so many skeletons. So many. They're dropping money? What do I do with the money? Is it supposed to be money?
I think maybe it's pumpkin replacement. By the looks of it, you're getting crits for picking them up.
They're donating to the jam.
I mean, I donated all my leftover MVM money from the MVM segment, so skeletons better donate theirs.
The payload has almost reached the final terminus.
Yes, the robots. Of course. I feel like maybe the money is not intentional. I mean, it is intentional for it to drop money, but then it turns into something else. And I just didn't do that time around.
I don't know.
The money didn't seem to do anything, but it would be a really good target to use to like swap in for something else. This point has always been a pretty hard one to push. I wonder if the bots could do it. Probably. Oh, no. The red heavy just got like 6 of them. Something I actually thought of doing a long time ago was like a bot wars thing.
Bot
In terms
wars.
of like 24/7. So like it wouldn't be literal gambling, but it would be like a Twitch points gambling. Like who's going to win this round? And oh my god, what's goals?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
you dropped
suspect
a
it
lot
would
of
probably
money.
get old pretty quickly.
Yeah, but you can like throw up custom maps and do different things with the bots.
Yeah, that's true. You could like, or if you programmed them with custom AI, you could do some really zany stuff.
I mean, how do you do that?
By writing custom AI. At a
Those.
Shrimply do it.
Oh. Got 5 minutes to push. I'm gonna. Oh no, that's right. The game crashed. I don't have each turned on. Flavor and yeah, it would be pretty funny if it was just like a little bit of detail. Pressing the win button. Could press the win button, but I don't want to be cheap. You know, I want to let the bots try this. You know, not to interfere. I'm missing every shot here. Missing players on a heavy. This is a whole lot of stuff going on. There we go. Try this. Bots, come here. Go. Destroy. Oh, you can just walk through this. That's nice. But there we go. Winning activated. Go. I mean, Vineyard is a good map, and this is a good map with some Halloween theming. And the Mafia skeletons are, you know, they're decent. Decent, funny little gimmick. Can't say too much more on this. It was just already kind of Halloween themed, now it's more Halloween themed. Well, it wasn't really Halloween themed. It was Halloween suitable.
Mission begins in 60 seconds.
And now we'll just head into this lightning round here. Bring up all of this stuff in the workshop. Closed gift. First up is Powerhouse. Now, all of the stuff I have not played, I want to say this. I have not played any of these maps because, as I said earlier, I have not really interacted with anything made for Scream Fortress this year. aside from seeing the stuff just as like thumbnails on the workshop. But I did see this a little while ago, and I opened up the workshop page, and I was like, wow, this is a pretty incredible Powerhouse reskin. And it is. This doesn't look like Powerhouse.
Not at all.
And it's asymmetrically detailed as well. This is the blue final point, and this is the red final point. You gotta love asymmetrical detailing.
I love asymmetrical detailing.
However, I feel like this is in direct competition with Holy Hell, because it's a similar theme and similar styles of asymmetrical detailing.
Yeah.
So it's likely that Valve would only pick one, and it would probably be Holy Hell, because that one has the cool factor. This one's still really good.
It's more. Holy Hell is also. It's been talked about more by people in the community.
Yeah, and then it's got some kind of underworld. I'm not entirely sure what that is.
There's a cave route that they added that's new that you can go underground.
Oh, cool. So you've played this MC.
Yeah, I ran around on it once.
Yeah, neat. Let's have a look. I like that they included this layout. Oh yeah, okay. Wait, is this is this like the missing route on Powerhouse? Is that basically just adding that back in?
No, it's like in a different spot from
Okay.
the one that you're thinking of.
Okay. Yeah, that one's pretty cool. Again, I haven't ran around it. There's a couple of videos here which I'm not going to watch right now. Underground. Yeah, nice. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a completely separate area. That's cool.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, nice. This is a really well laid out workshop page as well. Cool. Anyway, Kodama, this is the one that I was going to show off in game. This is Sweden, but turned into play destruction and given a nice Halloween art pass. There was already a PD version of Sweden made for Smith last year, which was pretty good. But this has taken like the art pass to the next level. That was basically the same shot. There's a bunch of new routes added to accommodate it being PD. Like this point now extends into the back into this new cave route in the back. A lot of maps having new cave routes. And it is a multi-point alternating map similar to Scarab and Waterlogged. I don't think there's any maps in game which have that style. Perks. I've heard a lot of people talking about perks.
Yeah, I played a really old version of it, but they hadn't art passed it.
Yeah, so this is I'm not entirely sure how this works, but a perk is picked either by you or randomly chosen at the beginning of each round. Is this arena? It is, right?
Basically, the team votes on it. They like stand in front of the one they want.
I see. Okay. And each team gets a different perk, right?
Yeah, each team votes on which perk they individually want.
Okay. And then it's game mode specialty. What? It is arena, right?
Yeah,
Okay, yes.
I think, or it's something like that.
Yeah, fight to the death. Uh,
but it's like
doesn't actually
multi-round.
say arena anywhere here.
It's like a multi. Well, it's not like standard arena. It's like a multi-round thing.
Right.
With like different areas, I think.
Oh yeah, okay. So like the actual bit that you're playing in changes every time. So it's like
Uh,
Apex Arena or whatever that was. Wait, did they do it that way? No, they didn't do
uh,
it that way. Never mind, I'm misremembering. Uh, Overwatch, King of the Hill, I guess, is probably the closest thing I can think of. Yeah, this is cool. This has been talked about a lot. People seem to really like it. Uh, Crypt. I have heard very little about Crypt other than stuff by the creators. This is Robot Destruction. Um,
Oh yeah, I
I
know this one.
don't know if it's a. I don't believe it's a reskin of Asteroid. I do believe that it's a fully original map, and the robots are little cultists. Like walk around like this.
huh.
It's pretty funny. I got the comic cover up there. Reskin of ABP's map. Abridged. Oh, okay. That's not the. Wait. That's not the one I played in Team Fortress 2 Classic the other day, is it?
Uh,
Oh, I think it is. Yes, it is. Okay. That's really interesting, man. Okay, so I have actually played this, technically. I don't know if it has any other gimmicks with the cultists. I think they can cast like spells and such to like fight back. Yes, they can. They can fight back.
I think one of them was like a Girardi rain or something, or
The stuff seems pretty cool, but yeah, I'd be very interested to actually play this because Abridged is good.
Yeah.
I think it's better in Team Fortress Classic than it is in Robot Destruction, but it wasn't bad in Robot Destruction. It was definitely better than uh, Asteroid.
I have to say this map's really pretty.
They've got Sandcastle, which is a reskin of the Groot Keep by Void.
Oh yeah. Love this one.
Yeah, it's a classic,
it's
like
such a cool concept.
it's a
It's
classic
so
Rats
zany.
map or Ants map, whichever you prefer to call it, Toys map. But given like proper detailing, usually it's just like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
this thing but scaled up. But this has like a bunch of custom stuff done for it, very clearly taking inspiration from stuff like Grounded. But it's really cool. I don't know. Oh wait, never mind. I was just about to say I don't know who has like just sand in their backyard, but I just saw it was a sand pit. That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cute. It's still got its fair share of spooky stuff like this. It does also have it does also have an underworld where you jump across on this grill. Like you jump across different pieces of
Yeah.
meat, which is really funny. Spruce Goose says, I don't think it's particularly Halloweeny. You are correct. It's not very Halloweeny, but it is a really cool reskin.
Maybe Marasmus
Yeah.
shrank you all and put
Yeah,
him in his sandcastle.
it's like
Yeah.
this is like this would be anything except a Halloween map. I mean, you've got like Halloween decorations on the house and stuff. Like something happened, and now you're really small. But yeah, you're right. It is not particularly Halloween, but you got to respect like all the effort that went into this. I wouldn't be mad if this was in game either. Like absolutely not. In fact, actually, is this? No, I don't think this is a house seen in the comics. I think it looked a bit different. And then finally we have Terminus, which is turbine, but it's given a nice mana art pass. And I don't know if it's the underworld or mid that has all of this stuff going on. I believe it's just like around the map. It's like this. Yeah, this is the intel room. It's got a bunch of cool stuff destroyed and floating in the void. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really cool. It's simple, but it's really cool. And this was made by Stackman. They're in the chat.
Yeah, I think it's really. I didn't even realize it was Turbine at first.
Yeah, the best kind of reskins are the ones where it's hard to discern what the original map was at a glance. Turbine is probably like if you want to practice doing art passing, Turbine is probably the best one because it's so simple.
Yeah.
You can just turn
I
it into
find
anything.
the simple maps that don't have a lot like of detail, those are the best ones because like I'm trying to detail Cold Front and it's hard to make it not look like Cold Front because that map was already pretty detailed from the beginning.
Yeah, I was intending to make a Smithmas version of Frontier some time ago. I think maybe it was last year or the year before. I can't remember. But yeah, that one was really difficult because it was actually well detailed as far as brushwork goes, and removing it all is a bit of a
Yeah.
pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that will conclude the segment, which is also the conclusion of our jam streams. Oh,
Oh yeah.
I've just realized
Finally
while we
over.
were doing all of that Scream Fortress stuff, our donation total was 9,666.
Ooh, spooky.
Huh?
Ooh. Oh, soon I did finally manage to get that time lapse finish and uploaded.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Bit
sick.
bad timing, I guess, but
Um, on the topic of Scream Fortress, though, every year I do host a annual. What do I call it? The not quite Halloween game day.
yeah.
Also known as Squeamish Fortress. Uh, and that is on the last day of September. So there'll be a game day with a bunch of these maps. Then I usually put Scarab in there too. Just because it's my event, I should be able to play my own map.
Yeah.
Well, I usually do a bunch of new ones and then a couple of like returning ones. Like, oh yeah, we played this in a previous game day and it went well, so they're back for this one. Um, that should be fun. But I do
Can't
need to
wait.
like make a whole update page style thing for it because it's parodying.
Yeah.
I can't say the word. Parodying the old Supreme Fortress update pages.
Yeah.
But they take a long time to make. So I'm probably gonna have to get started on that like oh man, it's already past halfway through September. I'm gonna have to start that this week.
Yeah. I don't say that'd be very fun.
No.
Trying to crunch to get that done.
Oh. Now that it is at the end of the stream, let me hit to scrap.tf and see what our total raised is. Oh man, you know what? We're almost... If someone is to donate another $3 of items, like no more than $3, on scrap.tf, we will have $666 there as well.
Good,
So we
guys, do
are
it.
at about 10,332. No,
I think
36.
some people are gonna donate that $3 soon. It just popped up like multiple notifications from Steam that people are going into TF2.
Oh, well, we just had a donation of... How much was that? $5? I can't tell. My stream preview is too small. But now it's not. Not 666 on the
Yeah,
stream
that's-
anymore.
That is $5, yeah.
Yeah. Our top item donator is Dingus, with $23.40 worth of items. Not go up at all? No. Okay. With that, Supreme Fortress Eve? I mean, yeah, it basically is the last day of September because Supreme Fortress automatically turns on the next day.
Yeah.
Although I started it... Man, when did that start happening? It was a few years ago. When it was becoming automatic. But I forget exactly what year. I think I started mine before that happened. And then it just kind of happened due to, funny coincidence. But, we are now going to be wrapping this up. Thank you everyone for joining us, donating, and we'll see you next year. Hopefully a little bit earlier in the year. We do intend on doing summer jams, not autumn/fall jams. Although time of year doesn't really matter. We've done it in winter before. We've done it in summer.
Yeah.
Make it special next year too, if we can. We've got a few segments thought out already, just based on stuff that has happened this time around. Remember, donations are still open for a while still. I think it's going to be
Till
2 or 3
end of the
weeks.
month, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be open for a while still. And we are still accepting donations for the middle for another week. So if you missed out on me having a chance to donate during the stream, don't worry. You can still get the middle for another week still. You just need to donate $5 or more in items or cash. But when the week is up, I think item donations will close, and you will only be able to donate cash. And then the middle reward on cash will also be disabled. But remember, this is for charity. You can donate just to get the middle if you want, but it is for a good cause. So we would encourage donating as much as you can. But but make sure you don't bankrupt yourself here. With that, we're gonna close this out. Again, thank you for joining us. We will see you next year. If you made something for the jam, we are going to make a showcase that will go up after we have finished sorting through all of the donations, entries, well, maybe not the donations, but the entries for certain. 14-bit handles that, so it will go up as soon as they have it ready. Thanks. Bye. I'm just gonna play one last bit of charity promo as a thank you, and that will be it. Oh, actually, who is streaming? I could raid someone. I don't think 14-bit is streaming. Wait, yes they are.
No, you.
Yeah, okay. We will raid 14-bit. Let me get that ready. Stream manager. There we go. Okay. See you, everyone.
Ciao.
This is a Gamer's Outreach Cart, or Go-Kart for short. It's a portable video game kiosk built specifically for hospitals. Created and assembled by Gamers Outreach, each unit helps provide recreation to kids and young adults unable to leave their bedsides. The carts can be disinfected easily and have 360 degrees of movement, making them ideal for transport in hospitals. Go-karts can accommodate a variety of gaming consoles. They also come with wired controllers, a gaming monitor, and are equipped with a lift mechanism that allows the height to be adjusted. Go-karts provide a safe, flexible, and efficient way to ensure patients have access to entertainment during long-term hospitalization. To learn more about Project Go-Kart, visit gamersoutreach.org.